Truth.
Okay. I got truth on my mind. Truth on my mind. I got truth on my mind. Truth on my mind. I got truth on my mind. Truth on my mind.
Hey, you are now rocking with Mickey Truth. She live up to her name, not the fame. So make sure y'all subscribe to her channel and stay updated on what's real. Bye.
Good reporting ass Mickey.
We love you, Mickey.
Mickey talks. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to pull up on your girl Mickey Truth. We is live with it. Good morning, everybody. I hope y'all are having a great Thursday, okay? Thursday. Oh, the week is almost over for those that have a regular work week. And hell, for those that just look forward to the weekend, it is almost over. All right, so a couple things I want to do on this live is because I'm not going to be live this weekend. I'm probably not even doing content this weekend. It's still up in the air about that, but it's a couple things I did want to do reactions to. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pull up on live. Y'all know how I like to do. Chop it up with y'all, get a conversation going, and then boom, into it like that. Now, it's a couple things on the YSL case I want to talk about. Is a couple it's a song, not really a couple songs, it's like one particular song I want to react to, and I might start it off with that. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, that's what we're gonna get into. But before we get too deep into it, because we will be talking about the YSL case, let me go ahead and put my disclaimers and disclosures out there. Y'all already know all information contained on this live is for entertainment, heavy on the mother effing entertainment, educational purposes only. All information used on this live is per the Fair Use Act, and any conclusion that you draw is on you and your mama, not nobody on this channel, this panel, or in this chat. And another disclaimer for those who have not read the description to my channel, I am not a lawyer. Nothing I say should be used as legal advice because it's not legal advice, okay? If you do need legal advice, however, you can go talk to an actual licensed lawyer or attorney of your choosing, all right? And like the disclaimer says in the video, that you can actually see the consequences of anything that you try to run with from the channel is definitely on you, all right? So with that being said, hey, just sit back, enjoy my opinion based off my free thoughts of what I'm listening to, and y'all let me know what y'all think in the chat. Let's get started.
You can't handle the truth.
All right, there you have it. All right, first and foremost, let me tell you, shout out to Doug Weinstein, okay? He has, I don't know how long he's been on TikTok, but he has I found him recently on TikTok. And he does this little like TikTok a day type thing when it comes to the YSL trial. So he posted a TikTok this morning that was interesting to me because literally I just covered the content that he put in this TikTok. I just have to find this freaking page. Give me 1 second. I hadn't forgot to put that on. I gotta get back to what I used to do with like an actual schedule of what I'm doing on live, because sometimes I'll probably not, but sometimes I'll just be going with the flow. All right, hold on. Let me share my screen real quick. Boom, 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 boom. All right, he started talking already. Pause it.
So in the YSL case, we are not in trial today. Today is a day that we are continuing to work on YSL, but we will not be in court. Mostly we're focusing on whatever Caleb Bumpus is up to. Anyway.
Whatever Caleb Bumpus is up to. That, I was like, oh.
What a sideshow. Anyway.
Hey, my words exactly. Definitely a sideshow, but from a content creator standpoint, hey, it's something that y'all want to talk about and click on, so boom. But yeah, it's kind of weird, but we're going to get into that after we finish watching it.
So we're preparing. We are deciding on some issues, but we have to litigate when we're in court tomorrow with no jury. And also just, working on our case when it's our turn what we're going to present and everything else. For those that don't know, the defense is not required to put on a case. And in most cases, what you'll see is 90+%, 95%, sometimes 100% of a defense's case is our cross of the state's witnesses. So to an extent, you've kind of seen a lot of our cases.
And that makes sense though, because you got to understand, you don't want to put too much out there, you know, that you could possibly, you know, have more ideas or add more fire to the state's case. So by just poking holes in the state case, that's a great defense. Now, that isn't the case for all cases, because we have seen defendants that put on like an alternate theory. Case in point, YNW Melly. But yeah, I think with this situation, poking a hole in the state's case is a better defense, but they may still do something.
But we may be presenting some witnesses. We'll just have to see based on the remainder of the state's case. So we'll see you all back in court tomorrow.
All right, so we're gonna take it back just a minute. No. Yeah. All right, we're gonna take it back just a minute just to hear him say it one more time, for the one time. Let's see. Was that about it? Yeah, we're gonna start out right there.
We will not be in court. Mostly we're focusing on whatever Kayla Bumpus is up to. Anyway, we're a sideshow. Anyway.
All right, so listen, y'all know yesterday on live, right, on my live, we were just chilling, getting ready to talk about King Von, when we was hit with the situation, right, that according to, you know, Texas Public Records, Kayla Bumpus is married to someone by the name of Shannon Bernard Jackson, right? Now, obviously, you know, she's entangled herself in the YSL, you know, online community. So people was like, hold on, isn't that SB or Shannon Stillwell's name, you know? So it was this whole thing, because like I said, we found out about it while I was live. I got off live and like everybody named Mama was talking about it. So, you know, okay, so in the comments, because y'all have been running that video, shout out to y'all. And I'm gonna be honest, I clipped it from the live because I knew for sure it was a hot topic. And, you know, I knew that would be something that was going to be in the algorithm. And I believe she knew that would be something that's going to be in the algorithm, because she actually went on live yesterday for her weekly, I believe it's like a weekly show that she does with a couple other creators. And hold on, let me find. Hold on, I'm gonna play what she said. And like I said, at the end of the day, regardless if she's an attorney for real or not, and whatever your view is about her as an attorney, good morning, Leah. About her attorney, she's a content creator at this point. She has definitely been pushed into this storyline with the YSL trial. And I don't blame her, to be honest. I mean, just like I don't blame Woody shit. If people want you in the mix, they want you in the mix. So I don't knock her for that. But you know, some people I guess don't see it like that. Like, yo, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So let's pull up her live. We're not gonna listen to too much of it, just a little bit of it, because she actually kind of starts off the live saying her 1-2. And then we're going to talk about it.
Hey, guys. Hey. Somebody told me we got a whole lot of stuff yesterday. We got what? They said we had a whole lot of special guests today. I heard like people was streaming from their lives and stuff. And what y'all got going on?
At that moment, I'm like, they already know what's going on. But again, it's like, you know, people come to YouTube for entertainment. This is like a soap opera, okay? And once you learn that as a content creator, it makes stuff so much smoother. It relaxes your wrinkle marks and all, because once you understand that this is like what's the freaking story it's called? As the World Turned and shit in modern day, you kind of relax on it and you play into it. Everybody wanted to know, was Kayla Bumpus going to respond to the rumors and the information that had posted online that she is married to who a lot of people think is Shannon Stillwell. Now, I was kind of 50-50, right? I was like, yeah, it would be simple, right? Just to say, nah, that's not, my husband, but I am happily married, whatever, well, like respect my privacy, cool. But then I got to thinking, her and Woody is tight. She ain't about to just answer the question. That's what I felt going into it. So let's just speed up just a little bit and see what she says when she addresses it.
About 2 or 3 days telling me you're about to be exposed and you're about to be this and that. And, I've had news channels that I've had to speak to. I've had people that say they're bloggers tell me that I'm going to give them $500 to bury the story, which, I'm not giving anyone $500. But long story short,
that sounds like a disconnect notice.
Thank y'all for still coming tonight. Thank y'all for supporting me. And it is what it is. Like, believe what you want to believe, disbelieve, feel how you want to feel. Don't, whatever, whether it's true, untrue, it don't change who I am as a person, a mother, attorney, or whatever else you want to call me. So that's it.
What else?
So in that moment, I'm like, yeah, she's definitely about to use it to what it is. Now, again, I don't personally blame her. Sometimes you are in situations where you can't help. It's either it can break you, you can hold it to the heart, or you can run it up off the shit. I've been in situations, not about no marriage though, but I've been in a situation with the O Block case. I had to make a decision. Am I just gonna let it like defeat me, or am I gonna use it to benefit me for the better? And you have to make that decision. So nevertheless, she didn't answer the question. Now, by not answering the question, okay, you allow it to run rapid, right? And again, personally, as a content creator, I get it. But when it comes to your professional like situation, I don't know if I would have let it run rampant, especially if it's not true. But that's just my view. But again, I'm looking at Kayla Bumpus as a content creator. I'm not gonna say I don't take her serious as a lawyer. It's just we don't see her in that capacity, right? She was brought to us as, Lil Woody's attorney who wanted off the case, but she really didn't have a role in the YSL trial. So to us, she's a content creator. She gets online and do content. So, that's what I look at her as. I don't hold her to a standard of like, oh, she's an attorney on YouTube. I look at her as she's a content creator that practices law. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really have a big like bar of like professionalism. I think, this is something she utilizes to make some coins, you know what I'm saying? And she has learned early because she hasn't been on YouTube long. She started her YouTube, good morning, me mom. Right after the whole ex parte meeting. And she's doing good because now that I look at shit, I'd have been at this thing 2 years, okay? And shit, Kayla is almost past me subscriber wise. Let me click on her page. So like she's doing her 22.9k subscribers. Like I said, I'm at what, 26, and it took me 2 years to get there. How many views she done got? Almost 1 million views. Like, so she's doing her 1 2, and she just, well, this page is old, but she just started putting out content after the ex parte meeting. Okay. So shout out to her for the growth. But again, y'all got to just remember she's a content creator. Now, when I heard Weinstein said like this is a sideshow, I believe for them, they felt like it was just easier for her to like discredit the bullshit, right? I'll be honest. But that's not what happened. So we have what is the other guy name? It's another YouTuber. I believe he like practices law somewhere, but not in the US. But he follows the YSL trial. and he made a comment on Twitter. I don't think I follow him, but let me see if I can find. What is his name? Does anybody know? He has the accent. What is his name? Shoot. Because, okay, so Kathy Rusham from Law and Crime, she deleted her share, her repost of this marriage situation, right? So she said it wasn't vetted information. Now, again, Nick, thank you, Leah, because I'm like, what is his name? That's who, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so let me find him on Twitter because he wrote something. I'm like, I can understand why, you know, what's his damn? I'm getting confused already. What's the name? Weinstein is saying that because it's really just creating more of a ripple. And as a content creator, you don't give a fuck, right? That means more people gonna come click on your page, click on your videos to see if you're gonna talk about it. But as again, as she said during her live, like she's not addressing it because it's two people fighting for their life. But I think that's kind of like bouncing back to be like you're clout chasing, right? Because if you're really concerned about the two people fighting for their life, and indeed Shannon Stillwell is not your husband, you should just bury it, right? All right, here we go. I found this page. Boop, 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 boop. Share this. All right, can y'all see that? Okay. So he wrote 18 hours ago. Again, this is when it was hot on the presses because I had to hurry up and clip the shit off my live, so that I can put it out as a video to catch the wave. All right. So he said, unless there is two other people named Kayla Bumpus and Shannon Jackson in Georgia who just happened to get married, or the off chance the middle names are different, or it is Kayla but a different Shannon. This can be a huge, you can't represent a witness while having a romantic relationship with a defendant. I have verified the information in the license with Harris County. I just don't want to believe it's true. So let's talk about it. And let's not get into like the legal stance of it. I don't know where the Georgia shit is coming from. Like, let's be honest. I don't know why they keep bringing up Georgia. Someone just had wrote in the comments under my video about looking Georgia. Listen, Kayla Bumpus, from the time we first met her, right, as Little Woody's attorney. Good morning, Haitian. As Little Woody's attorney, she said that she had relocated to Texas. She has confirmed that to us from the beginning. Way before this happened, she said that she relocated to Texas. She do come back and forth to Georgia, right? So Georgia doesn't even matter in this situation, right? The question is because according to the ripples online, it's either the YSL Shannon or this other Shannon who is in prison in Texas. Why those are the only two options the internet want to provide, I don't know. But you are able to get married while in jail and prison for sure. For two, I believe, don't quote me on it, but I do believe, and we can probably look into it if we want to, while we're on live. But you can do it like a virtual type marriage in some situations, hence they're in prison. And again, get married via like Zoom or something, right? Now, is that what happened? I don't know. Because again, when we first met Kayla Bumpus, she said she had a boyfriend, and for all we know, his name is Shannon Bernard Jackson. Okay, like for sure. We do know the marriage is real. We just don't know if or who her husband actually is. We just know her husband's name is Shannon Bernard Jackson. That's it. That's all we know. We don't, obviously, it's multiple Shannon Bernard Jacksons because hence we have a person, Stillwell, who has that name, but then we also have a 40-year-old man in Texas that's in prison for messing with a child with the same name. So definitely has multiple people with the same name for sure, right? We were able to verify yesterday on live that Kayla Bumpus' middle name is Janae by the Georgia State Bar, right? So now the question is there two Kayla, Janae Bumpuses in Texas? Now that would be crazy if it is, plus another Shannon Bernard. Now that, like I said, it wouldn't even be shocking at this point when it comes to this YSL case. What's up, Tabitha? Good morning. So again, I feel like we're being a little too hard on Kayla Bumpus, right? Again, I never looked at her as an attorney. I told y'all, no disrespect to her. I've always just seen her as a content creator. She got pushed into this situation. We never knew when Woody first took the stand on June 7th? We never knew that Woody was going to become this internet sensation, right? And she, being the lawyer, you fired. You know what I'm saying? She also caught some of the wind. So they did the best that they could do to capitalize off of it. Why not capitalize off of it? You know what I'm saying? What to do, Kimbella Roxy? Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Kimbella Roxy. It's giving what it's supposed to give. Good morning. Right. So like, she's doing her one too. Now again, the only part of it that I kind of get where it's kind of like messy to me, because I'm all for the content for sure. Like I told y'all yesterday, hey, congratulations to her marriage, but for content, it's a better spin to say she's married to Stillwell. And until she clarifies or that it's not Stillwell, we can run with it. You know what I'm saying? But the only part is because she's saying y'all worrying about the wrong shit. It's two men, fighting for their life. But at the same time, you are adding negativity to it because you got people pushing a narrative that you're fucking up the case. Pretty sure people wrote emails. Y'all, I don't know who started that trend to send emails to judges and shit. But probably got people hitting up the district attorney. Like, I feel like not setting it straight, at least setting it straight that it's not Stillwell. Like, you ain't got to get into about who your husband is for real. Because like I told you, my thing was, who the fuck thought to look it up? But she explained that people was trying to blackmail her, so I guess it was already out and about for whatever reason. But that comes with it. Trust me. I got doxed on this shit. So I know it just comes with it. You become, what's the word? You start popping, they start digging. So it just comes with it. However, I just feel like her playing into it, not answering a question, is just her being a content creator. But I don't think it's a good look if you really concerned about two people fighting for their life in the legal system. But again, I don't look at her as a lawyer. I look at her as a content creator. I believe a lot of y'all that are kind of disgusted, because that's the word y'all been using in the comments about it, look at her as an actual attorney online. And see, I just don't look at her that way. I guess that's why I'm not really, like I said, do your one too. Look, as long as you deny it or not, whatever, you deflecting and not saying it, shit, I'm just going to talk about it. It's simple to me. What's up? Talk to me. I talk back. Would this be a conflict of interest? No. And I'm glad you brought that up. So let me take this off the screen real quick. Now, again, this is just my opinion of how I understand how things work. Y'all remember back when the whole ex parte meeting hit the fan. And y'all remember how Love kept saying this has nothing to do, it had nothing to do with the case. This is a civil matter, right? They kept saying it. So if, you look at it, it had nothing to do with the case. She was a temporary lawyer for a witness in a civil matter, not the criminal case in chief. So to me, I don't think it's a conflict of interest. If anything, it's more so now, you was in there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, type thing. But yeah, again, and that could be, and again, she hasn't said if Shannon Stillwell was her husband or not. Matt Sharp did, and I put it in the video, but Matt Sharp did make a statement, and where I'm going to find it so we can talk about it. But even with that, he doesn't clarify that she's not married to him. So, so that's my opinion. I don't think it will be a conflict of interest at all. Kimbella said, I mean, it's not professional for her business. It gets messy, but for content, it's cool. I guess she like, if we love, we're going to talk about it. Yeah, and again, I think as far as what she has been doing online and on YouTube, Hell, even if you go to the Instagram, I don't really think she be pushing legal content like that. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me give an example. Like, let me see, what's the attorney that Lead, right? You know, Lead attorney has like stuff over there on his channel where he talks and answers questions like legal matters. And I ain't gonna say I watch, you know, her all the time to know what she's doing, but by a quick glance, I really don't think she talks about legal shit. I think she talks about YSL, but if anything, hold on, let me go look. Because I don't want to tell the story, but I don't really think she be, like I said, I don't look at her like, when I think of, oh, I need to get a lawyer's opinion or attorney's opinion on something, I don't go to Kayla Bumpus. So that's why I'm like, I just look at her as a content creator. Yeah, she really don't be doing much over here. Like, mostly it's about YSL. She talks with other creators. Yeah, I don't. And then I remember it was something with her channel. And then when you go to Instagram, to be honest, if you didn't know she was an attorney, you probably thought she was an IG model, like for real. So, you know, I just think some people may look at her as an attorney. I just don't look at her as like an attorney online. And not saying she's not an attorney, because obviously she is. Was able to look her up for the Georgia bar. She wouldn't be my attorney, but she seemed cool as a person. Right. So that's when, like, for legal shit, I wouldn't go to her. Like, I never, like, even when I told y'all, it's no shade to her, but like when the shade room said they had an attorney speaking on the Lil Durk federal case, I'm like, why the hell they got Kayla up there? You know, because I'm thinking like, no, Kayla wouldn't be the right person to talk about it. Although she is an attorney, just in my, you know, I wouldn't, yeah, it's just, you know, whatever. But again, as of right now, she's letting the story cook. And again, even if she did clarify it, the story probably still will cook. Like, you know, to be honest. But hey, hold on, because they run up the comments over there. I'm gonna approve them. But yeah, so like, you know, whatever. What I was about to say else about this Caleb. Oh, let me look for Matt Short. What did he say? Where did he? Now look, y'all. Yo, Twitter is something. So I'm looking in the comments. I think Matt Short had responded to the comments to it, right? But I'm going through. They're like, look, she has wife with blue heart. Well, it's not a green heart, you know. Normally she do the green heart for slime, so I don't know. That might be a sign that hey, it's not Shannon Stewart. But yeah, the internet undefeated. Boy, then somebody say, wait, someone also stated she used to date Woody. Now she married to Shannon. Lord Jesus. Who said she used to date Woody? That is crazy. All right. I'm trying to find, is this maybe under, because like I said, the lady Kathy from Law and Crime took hers now. So maybe Max spoke after. Okay, don't worry. It's in my video. I can go find it. Okay. Let me just go find my video real quick so we can, for those who may not have watched it, if you have not watched it, make sure you go watch it because it's doing great. Okay. Yeah, we had a good time on that video. All right. Pause. All right. Where is, okay. All right. All right. So this is, I believe it was under the Law and Crime ladies share. But anyway, he said, please stop. That is not my client. And we need to be clear that it is not. We all know how people run with things, even falsehood. My client has never lived in Texas, nor has he ever been charged with such offenses. And I need to protect his name in court and on Twitter. Now, a lot of people are saying that's clearing it up that it's not Shannon Stillwell that she's married to. Personally, to me, it didn't clear that part up. Like I told y'all in the video, this Shannon Bernard Jackson that's in prison in Texas is in prison for messing with a child, right? And when Matt Sharp put like my client has never lived out there and never been charged with that, like to me, he was clarifying like, yo, the person that y'all sharing case is not my client. Personally, I feel like if he was clearing up the marriage rumor, he probably would have just said he is not married or whatever. But that's just me. Like, that's just how I feel about it. I think he was just clarifying so that people don't try to confuse his client with the one in Texas. Now, why would they run with that? First and foremost, the man that's in prison in Texas is 40 years old. Shannon Stillwell is what, 20 something? Like, come on, like, we got his birthday and all that at this point. You know that. And we also know that Shannon Stillwell is literally in jail in Georgia, not in prison in Texas. So I don't see how that got confused up. But again, Kayla could have point blank cleared this up, right? I'm just saying, cleared it up. It's clearing up that he's not the Shannon in prison in Texas. Me too. Yeah, that's what I took from. And again, like I said, if indeed, Stillwell is not her husband, she could have just cleared it up. Like, for real. It like I showed y'all on TikTok with for those who probably wasn't here, I'm gonna play it again. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, I'm just gonna play some of it. Of what I be forgetting that name. Weinstein had to say about it.
Anyway, what's up? Show. Anyway, whatever Kayla Bumpus is up to. Anyway, what a sideshow. Anyway.
So, hey, that's coming from Weinstein. They trying to, get that going on. Now, again, do we know for sure that it's Stillwell? No, we don't know for sure it's Stillwell. And I mean, I was clear in my video, we don't know. I mean, for all we know, it's just a whole nother person, that's not Googleable, that she's married to. We don't know. And to be honest, I really don't think people care if she's married. The whole content or entertainment is that she's married to someone that's on trial in the YSL case. That's the only thing. Again, we have implanted, and I say we just as what's her Lamar? Oh yeah, she's riding this out for sure. I mean, I don't blame her, but she's for sure riding it out. We have implanted Kayla in this YSL community because of her tie to it, just like Woody, just like Lil D, Moonton, even though he technically is part of the case because shit but anyway, we have implanted her into the situation. So I mean, it's either like you just let other people make money off you, or you gonna make money off yourself. And I feel like I think that was just her view on it. Like, shit, if I clear it up, it's gonna die down. We gotta ride this on out. So I think she is gonna ride it out. I think if anything, we might not get clarity to probably court come back and say, I'm pretty sure they shouldn't have got reached back to the state and to the judge. I'm pretty sure of it. Like, y'all know, for this YSL community is way deeper than Wyandotte Melly, okay? They be contacting judges and shit. So I think we'll get the truth of the matter soon. But yeah, it's just, clouding for sure. She should clear it up. Ain't that deep for real. We do not care for real. But it's tea. And Kim Bella, that's what I said yesterday. When I was talking to Sadie Nash, I'm like, shit, it's definitely tea. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it became content for me because we really don't have no content going on, especially in this sector of YouTube. Young Thug is no longer on trial. If you're not really fully invested, like Sadie Nash, into the YSL trial altogether, like, it's really not much to go off of right now. Because, like, I know for me, I can talk about the YSL trial, and really, I probably have a select few people that tune into it, but I'm not like one of the creators that was invested, like Sylvia, Sadie Nash, and shit, into this trial from the start. So my viewers like, okay, Young Thug ain't on it. Okay, what we doing next? And right now, it's really not much going on, but a bunch of people trying to assume and listen to like non-credible sources on a little dirt situation. So to me, it was just, oh hell, give me something else to talk about. Let's talk about it. So yeah, and I definitely just feel like she could have just cleared it up. Part of me feel like it might be him. I ain't gonna lie. Part of me feel like it, just because it was how she was talking about it yesterday. But I could be wrong. Shit, that's just my personal view. I ain't got no receipts for that. But part of me feel like it might be him, because nobody's directly. Because to me, like, for example, if a rumor came out like Mickey Truth is married to Chris Brown, yeah, I know I had these Chris. Well, I probably won't clear it up. But anyway, if that came out, I would just point blank say, I am not married to Chris Brown. Or I'm pretty sure Chris Brown would be like, no, I'm not married to Mickey Truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would just be a point blank period. Nah. Or, so nobody has said it. Matt Sharp has not came out and point blank said that Shannon Stillwell is not married. You know what I'm saying? Caleb Bumpy's damn sure ain't say it. So I don't know, it leaves a little, and again, that's why I said by not clearing it up or verifying it's not him, it leaves wiggle room for theories to keep going. Because like I said, even me, I personally feel like it might be true because they haven't point blank said nah. And I just, another thing I want to know is who the fuck decided to look this up? Like, I'm still wondering, like, who decided to look this shit up? Like, for real. Hold on, y'all. But like I said, I don't think now, some people are like going as far as saying, oh, she's gonna like lose her license. Now, I don't think it's nothing like that now. I'm gonna be honest, that's just my view of it. I don't think it's nothing like that. Because again, she wasn't on the case. She was the lawyer for a, witness in a civil matter. They had, look, if love ain't put nothing else in our head, she put that in our head. That it was definitely a civil matter. So I don't think that she has anything to worry about with that. It's more so it's gonna be opinion. Like, it's just open the door for more opinions. Now, how I look at opinions when it comes to YouTube or online is free promo. Because some people is gonna ride it negatively, and you can't help that no matter if you clear it up or not. Some people gonna think logically like, yeah, whatever. But nevertheless, your name is gonna continue to go in titles. You're gonna continue to get new people to come find you. You know what I'm saying? So again, I just feel like she, it is what it is. I know me personally, if it was me, and I probably ride it out too for about a day or two, and then I'll come out and point blank clear it up. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all, cause if it was Chris Brown, I'll let that shit, hell yeah, yup. I ain't cleaning nothing up. I probably wouldn't have made no video or go live at all. I probably just let it marinate and then just come out and clear it up. I'm just gonna be honest. But Mickey, she was in an ex parte, which was a mess for this case. It really wasn't a mess for the case. It wasn't. So the reason why I say it wasn't a mess for the case, because it wasn't ruled to be illegal, right? So nothing illegal about it. So technically it's not. Really what was a mess for the case is that the Judge Glanville, didn't recuse himself. Because remember, all of these situations because he didn't recuse himself, not because of the ex parte meeting. And then also, again, to have it to be a professional issue, she would have had to have an actual link to the criminal case in chief. She would have had to be like, if Woody was a defendant on this case and she was his lawyer, that's one thing. But that's not what happened. She probably dealt with him. She messed with one of the YSL members for sure. And she said, hey, but she did say she knew everybody, for years. Lamar said she definitely married SB. Kim Bell said she definitely slimed out. Listen, so, and like, Free, it's gonna be hard for me to find that clip. I just remember hearing somebody say that Shannon Stillwell was engaged. Like, I want to say it was freaking Sylvia when they was like he was blowing kisses at the prosecutor, but I think it was Sylvia that was like, nah, he has a fiance. I could be wrong. It's so many people covering this damn trial that I tune into sometimes, especially if I'm not talking about it that day. So I could be wrong on who it was, but somebody said he was engaged. So maybe, you know, again, it definitely got the internet talking. Okay, because to be honest, like I knew clipping it down into a video was gonna get in there, but that shit going crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I said, damn, I'm glad I clipped that quick. Okay, CV something to brag about. I don't know about Shannon. What's up, Kat? Kat said Sylvia did an interview with Kayla. Like, I don't think it was an interview because it was just her on. If it was her, I could be wrong. It could have been somebody else I was watching. But whoever it was just like talking about the case. It wasn't like an interview about it. But under the circumstance, I guess it's a good play. Right. Oh, with SB fiance? Okay, hold on. Let's see. Mickey, did you get a chance to analyze the FedEx portion of that video? There's something interesting on it. Well, that's what we're supposed to do on this live. So we're about to do it on this live. Oh, you're right. 10 months ago. Shout out to Kathy. How long is it? Oh, it's not even that long. All right, let's see. So shout out to Kathy. That's on look. And see, this even more reason why Kayla should clear this shit up. This man actually got a whole fiance for real. Oh shit. Because it says exclusive interview with Shannon Stillwell's fiance. We ain't gonna listen to a lot. We're just gonna listen a little bit. I don't hear shit. The hell? It's halfway. Oh, I'm gonna say I don't hear shit.
Well, I don't know exactly what happened. I'm sorry. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay. I don't know what actually happened, but I do know now from speaking with his lawyers that he was stabbed 2 times in the back and in the stomach.
Well, that damn show ain't Caleb Bumpus for sure. Well, we know he don't have an actual girlfriend because I'm sure that girl would clear it up. Matter of fact, I'm that girl. Shit, I mean, like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I mean, maybe she don't want to say nothing because of his situation. I don't know. But, yeah, I would definitely have to want to fucking Caleb Bumpus. Like, bruh, like, you over here not clearing up that's not your man. Like, you need to clear that shit up. Like, I'll be in her inbox. Like, yo, you need to clear that shit up. Like, so this is definitely not Caleb Bumpus. So, hey, but the crazy part, like I said, it's definitely like you can't make this up with this YSL trial. But for Caleb Bumpus, attorney attached to this YSL case, to marry a man with the identical name to one of the defendants on the case is wild. Okay. Like, you can't write this shit is like you can't even find this in the script on Power. Like, that's crazy. So with that being said, paying attention to this video, hey, I just think I hope she ain't married the one in prison. Hopefully she got a whole nother, you know what I'm saying? Whole nother situation. But, you know, to each his own. Congratulations to her because she's definitely rocking a wedding ring. And like I said, it's in public records. So, when was the interview? Before or after the marriage? Oh, this was before. So, this was 10 months ago. The marriage was like in August. So, I don't know. Like I said, see, this is why Kayla just cleared up. Because, like, this shit gonna run rampant. Because I thought we had just cleaned it up just now. And then it's like, no, we didn't. Because 10 months is a long time. You know what I'm saying? 10 months is a long time. And the hell, I'm just going to be honest. And this is just, me. 10 months is a long time. But if I was looking at life in prison, okay, I need somebody with a bag. Fuck that shit. Like, love don't live here anymore, okay? If it's a possibility I'm facing life, I may not get out for it. And if I do possibly get out, it might be a long time. I need somebody that can hold me down financially, okay? Not saying that this fiance that was on that interview don't have no money or nothing like that. But shit, I need, like, I don't know. If I was a guy in prison, I'll be looking at, the bag. I'm like, I need somebody. A lawyer? Come on. You know what I mean? The type of friend lawyer. I'm being messy, but I'm being serious. Like, that's how I would be looking. Love don't live here anymore. I learned that from my daddy, okay? You seen back then, love don't live here anymore. It's about who about to do for me while I'm locked up. Okay, see what I mean? There we have it. Listen. In jail, we having a million fiancés. Hell, and girlfriends and all, okay? For sure. They be having pen pals and all that. But so we'll put a pin on it. I think we done talked about the messy shit for 45 minutes. But like I said, I don't knock Kayla for not clearing it up from a content creator standpoint, because at the end of the day, I don't know why people be acting like we be here to just not get clicks. We want to get clicks, meaning clicks equal views. We want that. So I feel like she's playing into it. Hell, by her not clearing it up, she's letting me get some views on it too, because people are clicking on the video. Although a lot of y'all haven't been listening, because I'm like, bro, where did you get that from? That's not what I said. I said, I don't know who the hell her husband is, other than her husband's name is Shannon Menard Stillwell. And that's Stillwell Jackson. But anyway, shout out to Kayla Bumpus and whoever her husband is. I hope they have a long, happy marriage. Like I said, marriage is a beautiful thing. I've done it successfully for 15 years. Now you can't pay me to marry a motherfucker again. But shout out to Mr. Truth though. That's still the homie. I'm gonna clip that and send it to him. Marriage certificate said August, right? Yeah, it says August. All right, but yeah, let me pull up the video. Yeah, I tried to do it last night, but shit, my mind was on like, damn, they done got married. I can't even focus on the video. But let's see. I think I saved it. Let me check it out. Oh shit, where my phone at? All right, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, share the live. If y'all just now joining me, I will definitely clip down the video, the live later on, because y'all know I get long-winded. I get to talking about other shit that ain't got nothing to do with it. So yeah. All right, so y'all want me to just watch the FedEx one, or which part y'all want me to watch? The whole testimony from the dude, or what we doing? What we doing? Let me see. Have they chopped it down yet? Boop, 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 boop. I see this one. Do they show? All right. I see this video. Maybe we'll start with this one. You know what? No, let me go to the trial. I guess because I heard Max Sharp did a 1-2. Okay, did his 1-2. FedEx, pay attention to the brake light movement after Shannon leaves and the other car pull up. All right, let me go to the trial and pull it up that way. Pull it up that way. All right, let's see. All right, hold on, y'all. I gotta walk off real quick.
That's
Right back.
And I can't remember if it was detective or investigator. Okay, you've been with us before, so I'll just remind you, you're still under oath, and you can go ahead and have a seat.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Good to be here.
How are you this afternoon?
I'm great. Thank you.
All right. I want to direct your attention to March 14th, 2022. Did you have the occasion?
I'm back, y'all. All right, let me see what I miss. They ain't no different than the ones that's free lying and trying fast. You know these niggas ain't shit. I did a video about the third car at the murder scene and gas station. The second car is when he gets shot. If Shannon was shooting, there definitely would have been movement then. The fiance that Sylvia interviewed looked like she can only spare $25 on the books here and there. Dry edges, Kayla's dropping weekly on the books. Yo, leave that girl edges on. All right, hold on. I had my phone in the other room. And hold on, y'all. Bear with me a moment. Now, I was listening to a part of this. So are we wanting to like dissect his whole testimony, or we just want the video? The way my mind be set up, we might just need just to watch the video portion of it. So hold on, let me find it. I don't know why they just don't chop it down to just the video. All right, let's see.
And you know this is camera 19.
Yes.
Was there anything of note looking so far at camera 19?
Well, the white Audi that just pulled in the back of the parking space off camera, that turned out to be important.
Turned out to be important as well. All right, let's see something. Hold on, my damn phone. Boy, y'all motherfucking viewers. Some of y'all viewers be need to go seek medical help Cause some of y'all be, I know y'all blood pressure be high. All right, I'm bad. Yeah. Shout out to YouTube. Some of y'all need to seek medical treatment, professional help. I know the family like, damn, this is the last time your loved one was seen alive. I always think that when they just have videos. Oh, what's this? What's this the video of?
You see the red car go by?
Man, that shit too narrow. Like the hell. I see shit on there. I think that's the video.
Oh, yes.
I think that's somebody walking up there. Yeah, I think that is my walking. Don't see nobody walking on the side on the road already. Oh no, they walking right there. Yeah, they walking right there. I gotta listen to see how they pointed out first, because this is my first time really watching the video, and then I'll run it back without them talking. But I need to hear what they saying happened first.
The car that just pulled up to the light now, I was stopped. That's the red vehicle.
This car here?
Yes. The Audi, the first car to follow the red car out is the Audi, or the white Audi. It's right next to it.
Right here?
Yes. And then the Ford Fusion is right to the right of that.
Right here?
That's correct.
Now, is there traffic going in the opposite direction where the cars are stopped? Right now?
Yes, there's traffic now trying to go on the I-20 eastbound.
And so the car is renting the two white cars.
That's an ass of white cars coming up. Goddamn.
Are a red light.
That's correct. It's red light now, and the Audi takes off through traffic, through the red light, as well as the white car, the Fusion.
So the Audi Fusion goes through the red light.
What the Audi did, yeah.
Hold on, did the door open? Did the door open? Hold on, I'm finna. It looked like the door open.
And was there still one kind of traffic coming as they were going through that light?
Yes, there was. And then that car did a U-turn, which was a little odd.
Why the fuck did it just? Cause they ain't go. Y'all gonna be mad at me. Y'all gonna be mad at me. But I think I'm about to be. I don't think my theory gonna be the same as y'all. Cause hold on, let me go back a little bit. Let me run it back real quick. Cause all right. First and foremost, because I know somebody had tagged me on Twitter, the person walking was already walking. So it's not like somebody jumped out their car, because that person was already walking before the cars even got up to the light. All right, I'm gonna put on silent this time. All right, the victim pulls up. Okay, brake light. Brake light. Does that door open? Pull off. Yeah. I think that door does. I don't know, y'all. They might be right about that. I don't know. He said, watch the red car brake lights. Hell yeah. He had to put the car in brake. He done got shot. That car could have had turned around because dude could have been screaming. Watch the red car when the SUV pulls up. That's when you see any movement from Drink's car. Nah, he was shot. I'm sorry to say it. Nah, he was definitely, something had already happened. Yeah, something hadn't already happened. Yeah, he was already hit. I'm gonna watch it again, but yeah, he was already hit to me. I'm gonna watch it again. I want to start from before they even get there. I'm gonna start right there. Yeah, he was already hit. Can you imagine getting something happen to you, I mean, I ain't gonna say per se shot, but something, you get injured by something happens, you like, oh fuck. And then you realize that your car ain't even in park. So hell yeah, you're gonna try to put it in park. So you don't eat if you can anyway. Nah, possibly impossible. I think you're impossibly looking at this. He definitely was hit. He was hit before that truck got up there. But I'm gonna watch it again. But yeah, I don't see what y'all talking about. I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying like this video is supposed to clear them, but we about to watch it again. But I ain't seen it. I think the ME said he died instantly. The officer said he put the car in park when he arrives. Did she say that? I watched the ME. I'm gonna run it back. I don't think she said that, but I'm gonna watch it again. Cause now that was one I did want to react to, was the ME, but let's watch this again. I'm gonna do the ME next. And then yeah, if the ME said instantly, maybe I'll look at it a little different. But right now, I don't know. Why was Shannon pull in front of a car after he shot at it? What you mean pull in front of it? What's up, Shishi? What you mean pull in front of it? Hell, let me watch it again. What you mean pull in front of it? Hell, what it looked like the car was trying to get through the intersection. Shannon car. I ain't see what you mean. Like, regardless, what you ain't trying to get killed in no car accident. Damn, did I go back too far? All right, here we go. Okay. His foot obviously is on the brake. Who texting me? What the car goes for its own. And then I think the fucking door opens. I think that door opens too. Hold on, because it threw me off. I gotta go back. Definitely like the video. Definitely. Police said he put the car in park. Did the Fusion switch lanes? I think Shannon them took off when they seen that the third car speeding up and the third car shot him. That's why the 4 car bust a U-turn, because they heard shots, or they could have heard screams. He pulled in front of it. Take off. That car that bust a U, seen what happened. That's who the detective should have been looking. They was too fucking far back. I don't think they seen shit. I definitely think they heard some shit. I don't think they would have seen nothing though. That's just me. What the fuck? I'm trying to look at the video and my phone going crazy. Like, let me watch the damn video. I don't see. I gotta start going back on Do Not Disturb. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Trying to respond to everybody so they can leave me alone while I'm trying to look at this video. Hey, I'm on live. I might send it to you now. Yeah. Like, you should get it in a few seconds. All right. All right. It's okay. That's the victim call. Let me look at how the lights look. So at this point, the victim is at a red light. And that's what the lights look like. So obviously he had to be either in park, right? Or y'all saying that's not the brake lights, that's the park. He's in park right now, right? Is that what we're saying? They ain't trying to find the dude walking. He's seen and heard the whole thing, in my unprofessional opinion. I think he was already gone though. Like, I think he was like, right. Can y'all see my mouse? I don't know if y'all can see my mouse, but I think he was like already down here by the fence. But we about to see. I think he had already walked past, one car at a time. Watch the red car's reaction to Shannon car and SUV, but keep looking at the red car tail light. All right, so either he's in park right here, or hold on, let me just see. You're right. Let's do one car at a time. Who the fuck put their car in park at a red light? I'm not even tying into shit like these motherfuckers. I ain't putting my fucking car in no park at no red light. Remember, Max got Woody go tell the jury that they run through red lights so they don't get smoked. So that car speeding up could be a reason they ran the lights. Man, niggas be lying. Because if you really want to not stop at red lights, bust right turns, you're not going to stop at a red light for a good little minute. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. That's just me. I ain't buy it when Woody said it. Because most dudes that I know in real life that don't like stopping at red lights for whatever reason, they're going to make right turns. They're never going to just, like, if a light turn red, they're going to bust the right. So you said those are brake lights. So what it looks like right now is brake lights, right? Okay. Oh, was that light red the whole time? I gotta stop looking at y'all comments for a second so I can focus. Damn, that's a long ass red light. It's true, I do it every day now. What's true? That you sit at a red light and just run through it instead of making a right turn? What you saying is true? Y'all gotta add more because I don't be knowing what y'all be talking about. What's true? That's stupid as hell if that's what y'all be doing, just running dead through a red light. That's stupid. And nobody told y'all that, I'll tell y'all that it's stupid. Just bust a right. You'll avoid even if the police is by stopping y'all. So that's stupid as hell if y'all just running through red lights when y'all got an opportunity to turn right. Y'all don't know how to change pathways. All right, I ain't looking at the comments right now. I'm looking at the back of this car. That car go rolling. See, that person walking is back here. So even if this car has something to do with something, like maybe they can say what they heard, but I don't think they saw nothing. I ain't saying it. Let me see what y'all saying. I run lights at night. We definitely bucking red lights. If a car speeding up like that or making a right, but you can't say that stupid niggas get smoked that freezing up like Buddy did. I'm saying it's stupid to run through a red light if you can bust a right. That's what I'm saying. Because, okay, let's say, for example, it's not no whatever is going on. So you gonna now so you that scared to get caught at a red light by somebody that you want to just draw attention to yourself from the police. Like, come on, like that, like to each his own, but that's stupid as fuck to just go through a red light if you got another option. It ain't about freezing up. It's just the fuck. That's just dumb. Because again, if it's not somebody coming after you, you done brought heat or possible heat to you from the fucking police. And then if you bucking through lights like that, then that means you probably dirty in some type of way. Whether you got warrants, you probably got drugs on you, probably got a weapon that you aren't supposed to have. So you just making yourself hot. And you know what? It might make sense. Because that's probably why a lot of y'all get locked the fuck up for dumb shit. Because that's just dumb. And that's just me. Hey, y'all continue to do what y'all want. But yeah, it's stupid to me. If you have an opportunity to go right, why the fuck won't you just go right instead of running through a red light? And you're putting other people in harm's way because you could crash. Because just now, fucking Shannon Stillwell, if he's driving that car, almost hit another car going through it. It's just like, it's stupid. It's just stupid. Now for him, it's a car on the side of him, so he technically couldn't turn right. But if y'all just not deciding to turn right and just going straight, I just think it's stupid. Hey, the situation's stupid. I ain't calling nobody stupid. If you take it that way, that's that. But yeah, it's stupid. It's fuck. What's up, Loud Pad? Man, that's you know. Loud Pad, you is a troll. Mickey, look at the card and like, I ain't seeing what y'all saying. I'm kind of tired of watching this because I ain't seeing it. Like, I'm seeing that it's possible that somebody in that car shot that car. I think it's possible. Those are games we're talking about. And this man just got shot at. Well, he shouldn't have stopped at the light at all. If y'all want to bring into politics, the gangs and being shot at, why the fuck is you stopping at the light at all? Like, why is you stopping at the light at all? Come on, make it make sense. See, this is, and y'all know I don't really dabble into the politics when it comes to content because, like, y'all be wanting to use that as an excuse to why it makes sense, but it don't be making sense. Because if that's really gonna be your defense, right? Then we should have saw this nigga buck through that light soon as it turned red. Like, he should have bucked through it. Now, people I know that run, they ain't stopping at all. Like, if they gonna speed up and go straight through that shit. Nah, I ain't blocking nobody. Nah, it's a conversation. Y'all know, like, to each his own. But I'm just saying, it's from, look, a person over here in Truthville, that shit's stupid as hell. Like, you shouldn't stop at all. Because now that's just like law-abiding citizens, right? For those who are in the South with stand your ground and shit, we know for a fact, if you hesitate in a dangerous situation, that's the difference between self-defense and fucking murder. So you telling me somebody that's in fear for their life and got all this paranoia because of what's going on, then why the fuck is you stopping that light at all? Right there, you gonna, when somebody, a regular person that's not dabbling into y'all politics, look at this at y'all trial, we gonna be like, well, you couldn't have been too scared. You stopped at the red light. So that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, if he was that scared, he wouldn't have stopped at all. That's how I'm looking at it. He would have kept fucking bucking through the light. See, that's one thing. Just to see a car, because I done sped through some lights. I see that shit yellow. I don't want to stop. I'm gonna keep going. I mean, you know, allegedly. But why the fuck is you stopping at all? Like, you never know when a car gonna pop up. So I ain't buying it. Look, y'all street niggas just be sounding crazy to me sometimes. But hey, if it keep y'all safe, do what y'all been doing. But I just like, why the fuck stop at all? That kills your defense of saying you was scared for your life. Yeah, he had time to run a light before the other car started turning in front of him. Right. So that's why I'm like, fuck. Like, to me, if I'm paranoid like that, man, I'm not even fucking stopping at all. Y'all know I have PTSD, like, for real. I don't like people walking up on me. I'm not about to start walking a different way just when I see somebody. I peep all the time. I make sure can't nobody walk up on me, like, because that shit makes me nervous. So I don't know. Like I said, you ain't got to put the politics into it. It just don't make sense to me. That's just me. Run through red lights, peeking through the rear view. Nigga might just creep up on you, your car, and try and spray you. This is Atlanta motto. Well, Atlanta need to change that because that's stupid. Because if you, like, why stop? Like, this is my thing. Why stop? You don't fucking know when somebody is pulling up. So the smart thing to me, if you're really afraid, and y'all can say what it is, y'all be scared. That's why y'all don't want y'all be scared. So why not run it from the start? When a motherfucker tell me they don't stop at a red light, I take in my mind, no matter what, whether it just turned red, being red, when you get up on it, you're not stopping. But this ain't the situation. So if you tell me y'all stop at red lights, and then if a car come up on the street, obviously there's gonna be a car coming up on the street, then y'all run it. That's why y'all ass getting locked the fuck up. That's just how I'm looking at it. Because again, you can have a defense saying you be scared for your life, you never stop at red lights. When you have that as your defense, I need to see, soon as you pulled up to that intersection, you bucked through it. You did not stop at all. I'm just saying. As soon as they seen that other car coming, they left. Well, now that's gonna be the difference. But see, y'all gotta understand, y'all gang members and street niggas ain't on the jury. You get what I'm saying? So making the decision to stop at a red light momentarily, right? And then go is why somebody is on trial for murder. So again, y'all street niggas is not on the jury. So stop trying to look at cases as a street nigga standpoint. People don't give a fuck about what street niggas deal with. That's not, they thinking at it logically. And that's why I be telling y'all, street niggas don't belong in court cases. Because y'all as always want to look at from a street view. It's not about that. The people that's making y'all, deciding y'all fate is not your partners that y'all hanging with on a freaking corner. And as soon as y'all get that in y'all mind, some of y'all might stay out of jail. White Down TV, what it do? Lamar say definitely niggas be running lights in the city. Woody ain't lying about that. Running lights, do they stop first? Lamar, let me ask you, because you down there. Y'all be stopping, then running, or y'all just running? Because that shit, no, I'm sorry. Look, if y'all take offense to what I'm saying, it's cool, but it just don't make sense to me. And again, y'all homies ain't gonna be the ones deciding y'all fates. People like me is gonna be the ones deciding y'all fates on the jury. Like, for real. It's easy to talk common sense when you're not in a situation. That's all I'm saying. And Matt had already planted the seed for reasonable doubt through Woody. Cool. But I'm telling you, it's gonna be, listen, in this situation, and I'm only talking about this video, right? If I was on a jury and a person say due to fear or whatever and situations that's going on, my client does not stop at red lights, right? Because of what could happen. I'm going to expect to never see your client stop at a red light. I'm going to be looking at this video like, okay, boom. Because he don't know who, if that's the case, he don't know who in that car at the red light. Like, come on. He don't know who's in that car at the red light, but he pulled up next to it. That could have been, and technically, according to the state story, it is the opposition in that car. Come on. It don't make sense. That's what I'm like. I'm just being, like, just saying, like, if that's going to be y'all defense all the time, street niggas, y'all need to think about it thoroughly. If you're going to say, due to shit that's going on in the streets, y'all don't stop at red lights, y'all shouldn't stop at red lights. At all, not even for a second. So you're gonna, so again, I'm talking about from in the court, right? So the defense is saying, hey, because he got shot, because his partner got shot a couple days ago and killed, he's paranoid, he's not gonna stop. So you mean to tell me a paranoid person is gonna pull up to an intersection, not know who's in the car that's already stopped at the light, and sit there, then run it? Come on. I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. Now, if he would have came up and been like, see, he ran as soon as he got there. Come on. You can't say, oh, the car coming up behind him is why he ran through. It don't make sense when he pulled up willingly to another car that's sitting at the light. I know if I was paranoid, I'm not pulling up next to no, I probably would have did a U-turn. Just, or bust a right. I'm not going to pull up to a car that I don't know who's in it if I'm that paranoid. Right or wrong. I'm just saying. You're not a street nigga, so you wouldn't understand. I'm glad I'm not, because I would never want to understand dumbness. Like, for real. Because that's just dumb. Like, to say you don't stop at red lights because you're in fear, but you stopped at a red light next to a car that allegedly you don't even know who's in that car. Now, remind you, the whole thing is they don't supposed to know who's in that car. So by doing that, you're now saying you knew who was in that car and you wasn't afraid of who's in that car. That's why you stopped at that light. The Indian ain't going to see it like that. Okay, that's what I'm saying. You know, that's why I be like, street niggas don't belong in court cases. Because they always want to say, well, from the streets, if you was in the streets, nigga, these people that's in these courtrooms don't give a fuck about those streets and what the hell be going on in the streets. Or whatever, and then sometimes I don't even know what the fuck y'all mean by the streets. I guess doing illegal activity, because I mean we all come from the fucking hood for the most part, you know. But I guess when they be like street niggas, I guess they be talking about drug dealers and gangbangers and robbers and shit. I guess, you know. But again, ain't nobody on the jury giving a fuck about that. If the coroner said he died instantly, how the car? Oh, we about to. Matter of fact, I'm glad you mentioned that. I hadn't forgot we're supposed to look into that. The difference is he pulled up to the car. The car wasn't pulling up on him. So that means you knew who was in the car. All right, my street niggas watching. So what you telling me is that y'all only get paranoid or scared if somebody pull up on you. But you'll pull up on a car even though you don't know who's in that car, and it's okay. That's what y'all saying. That's what y'all saying. Don't make sense. If you're paranoid about who's in a car and what they could do to you, you're not pulling up to no car unless you knew who's in it, to me. And if I was on a jury, that's how I look at it. It's not about if he knows in the car. It's about creating doubt for the jury because you yourself can say they shot dude because the car came back clean with no gun residue. I read that again. Jury, because you yourself can say they shot dude because the car came back clean with no gun residue. But see, if this was just the murder case by itself, I can kind of agree with you, right? However, this is a freaking RICO case. That shit ain't gonna fly. I'm just saying. I don't think this shit about to clear Shannon like y'all think it is. That's just my opinion. Hopefully I'm wrong. Okay. But I don't think that shit gonna clear him like y'all think it is. I'm gonna be out, never pressing a brake. I wouldn't even be able to tell you the color of a car. I'm not scoping no scheme. Exactly. But the street niggas in the chat said, hey, yeah, they'll pull up to a car they don't know shit about. Even though that could be their fucking op and recognize them first and blow their fucking heads off. That's cool. They say that as long as they pull up on them, they good. The car can't just pull up on them. Ain't no fucking regular person that's not into them dumbass politics gonna fucking buy that shit. What's up, Sko? Sko. Hey, I gotta ask you. Down there in Texas, are they running lights, red lights, or are they stopping at the light then running them? Street niggas. I'm talking about street niggas. It's street niggas with a lot of shit going on, a lot of heat on them. Are they pulling up to the red light, stopping, even though a car already stopped at the red light, they're gonna chill. And then when a car pull up, they pulling on? Or are they mashing out, period, no matter what's at the light? They just not stopping. I just need to know. Y'all got me about ready to call people to ask them their opinion. I just like, I don't know. What's up, Nita? Nita said the medical experts testified that once he was struck in the neck by the bullet, he could not have hit the brakes on and off or made any movement. It was immediate gone. I'm about to look at it because I ain't listened to the whole thing. They're going to convict of the RICO, but it's about beating nobody. They're not beating them. That's my opinion. They're not beating them. Not based off this. Not based off of that's the theory. Now, I haven't listened to Max Sharp, how he ate up the evidence. But if y'all are repeating what Max said, they're not beating the bodies. And I'm not saying there because only Shannon is on this body. I'm confused. Okay, let's go. So I got a couple street niggas in the chat that's chopping it up with me, right? The argument we're having, well, it's technically an argument, is that street niggas, especially in Atlanta, right? They don't stop at red lights because you just, shit be happening and people get killed at red lights, right? So my rebuttal to that is, well, in this video, technically Shannon Stillwell stopped at the red light, right? It wasn't until another car came up, he pulled off. If I was on a jury, right? If I was on the jury, I wouldn't buy the inferior shit because you stop, right? You told us that they don't stop, but we seeing that they stop. But my viewers are saying, nah, it's really all the same. Like, even though a car was already there, they could stop. It was just because the car was pulling up on them that made them run the light. So I'm trying to get somebody to break this shit down. Like, somebody got to explain to me, oh boy, what's up? Sometimes you have to stop either way. LOL, traffic doesn't always allow you to. But see, that was my original thing. Bust a right. Like, turn. Like, if you, now again, that car was already at that light. You know what I'm saying? That car was already at that light. So why, if I'm scared for my life already, not knowing who's out to get me, why the fuck am I pulling up to a red light next to a car? If anything, I'm gonna get into the far right lane and bust a right. That's what I'm saying. Like that's crazy. Medical examiner testified that he could not have been picking his foot up. Let me listen, because hold on. Because y'all be leading me down. Not saying you per se neither, but sometimes I be in, y'all be telling me something that ain't there. So let me just pull up her own thing. They said it ain't looking good. If anything not guilty will be due to jurors that stopped hearing. Also, they said he was alone in the car. The police report obtained list of passenger in the front passenger seat. Where's the police report? Let's go say, nah, we stopping at license chase and nigga just gonna die in traffic. Shout out to just saying no. I mean, yeah, I don't think, maybe I just don't know the right people. I mean, for the most part, the people I know stopping at red lights too. However, if they don't, they gonna bust a right. Like, you're never gonna see them in the middle. Like, okay, hold on, let me find this. Now I thought I had it pulled up already. Did she testify yesterday? Was it after this? Oh, damn. I thought you heard the cross. You got to hear the cross and how bad the detective did his job once again to make the camera footage make sense. Yeah. Let me find this. I think she was yesterday because I listened to a little bit of it. Or maybe my mind wasn't. Oh, yeah, that's her right there. All right. I'm going to start from the beginning with her. All right. Let's go.
Raise your right hand. You swear affirm the testimony to make the truth, the whole truth. State your first last name for the court, please.
Melissa Sims Stanley, MELISSA SIMS dash.
But had a bad experience from getting hit from the back, and that car was coming in fast. The defense breaking it down, and that's also their job as well. I'm gonna listen to it after we listen to. Hopefully, you know, for those not experienced with that type of lifestyle, hopefully it did put enough doubt. I'm gonna skip past her introduction because she looked like she did her job for a long time.
Evidence.
Okay, and can you tell the jurors in your, I guess, when you began the external review of Mr. Drinks, can you tell the jurors, did you notice, as it relates to the injuries, anything like soot or stippling?
No. However, there was what's called pseudo stippling or false stippling.
Well, that's good. For those who've been around since the Wind-Up Millie case, that means they can't tell you how far away the shooter was. That can play into the defense's hand. The state said he was alone in the car, but their police report names a passenger seat driver. I have the report. They didn't enter the report into the trial. Defense did come strong, though, definitely giving doubt. All right, I'm listening to it.
Stippling associated with the entrance gunshot wound of his neck.
Okay, can you explain to the jurors what is pseudo stippling and how is that created?
Yes. Well, first.
Hold on, pause. I just want to tell y'all too about that last video we was watching. Because I'm over here thinking about stuff. Y'all saying that this lady is about to say he died instantly as soon as he got hit in the neck or whatever. And he couldn't have put the car in park or whatnot. I'm gonna wait. Because it just seemed like to me that still don't fit the story that the other car did it. Because wasn't it happening right then and there? Like, I'm gonna listen to it because it just seemed like all right, fuck it. Let's talk about it real quick, and then I might just jump into anyway. So if they say he died basically he died as soon as he got hit in the neck. He couldn't have did nothing. That means his car had already been in park then when he got hit. Because his car would have rolled into the intersection. So if his car was already, let me go back to that fucking shit. Cause now y'all got me up here thinking something. Cause like it still don't make sense what y'all saying. Because if his car, why was his car already in park? And they can't say exactly how far the person was. For all we know, the person didn't have to be in the car. The person could have been in the Fusion. They just know the shit came through the window that hit him in the neck. So, the ME testified that after the shot, that Drinks would not be able to take his foot off. Since I'm on here, let me just get to that part. I heard this part already, so let me skip it.
Exit wound that we're seeing here as it relates to the entry wound. And
I saw that part too. I had to pass it already. I don't see.
Yes, again, this direction is simply from the time that the bullet enters the body. It went towards his head, which is upward, and towards his.
All right, hold on, let me go back. I think I went too far.
Gunpowder suit that is ejected out the barrel of the gun and would affect the skin of the unfortunate decedent, correct?
Yes, gunpowder stippling represents the burning and unburned grains of gunpowder, which exit the barrel and can impact on the skin in a close-range gunshot wound.
Okay, and I know you're not an expert in gunshot residue testing or anything like that, but I just want to clarify. These are two different concepts, correct?
That's correct.
Gunpowder stippling and then gunshot residue testing, where you would test an area or a specific object for the presence of gunshot residue. Those are two separate concepts. Both involve.
I don't think the gun flare is gonna be that major because at the end of the day, he never moves from that spot. So I don't think that's gonna really be that big of a effect on the jury. That's just my opinion on that part. I think I skipped too much. Cause y'all gotta start giving me timestamps, cause shit.
Yes, if you can look at the top of the photograph, when we see the outline of his mandible or his lower jaw, I think you can appreciate there are some irregular red or dark areas that are associated around his mandible, and also around the what's termed the mastoid process, this bump that you feel at the base of the skull. So those are characteristic of what's called pseudo-stippling. So they're fragments of the intermediary target.
Now, can you tell the jurors, how does that affect your ability to determine, I guess, the range of fire, or how far a barrel of a gun is from the gunshot wound that we're looking at here in State's Exhibit 145, Victor?
Well, once a projectile has passed through an intermediary target before striking the victim, the medical examiner is not able to determine that distance. Say if there is the shooter, a door, and the victim, the medical examiner is not able to determine whether the shot was fired immediately next to the door or 30 feet, 50 feet, or more away from the door. So it's termed indeterminate range. In other words, you don't know the range of fire through an intermediary target. So this was indeterminate range through an intermediary target. That's the range of fire.
So the findings that you just talked about, are they consistent with someone being shot while in a vehicle?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you talked about in State's Exhibit 145 BV that this wound on the neck was an entrance wound. Can you tell the jurors, is there an exit wound associated with this injury, this shot to the neck?
There was not. The bullet was retained within the body.
Okay, and I should have asked you this first. In the exhibit we're looking at in 145 BV, can you tell the jurors what side of Mr. Drink's body is this gunshot wound to the neck?
This is the right side of the neck.
Okay. This would be the side that's, I guess, closest to, if you're sitting in the driver's seat of a vehicle, to the passenger, I guess, compartment.
Correct, yes.
Now, can you tell the jurors, if there is no exit wound, can you explain to the jurors, were you able to determine during the external and internal portions of the autopsy that you performed, the pathway of travel of the projectile or bullet through Mr. Drink's neck and into his body?
Yes, the bullet entered the right side of the neck. It was going upward, in other words, towards the top of Mr. Drink's head and to his left. So the bullet passed through the soft tissue of the neck and impacted the base of the skull, fractured the base of the skull, and caused bleeding within the brain case, and also caused a small laceration of the base of the brain.
Now, Doctor, can you explain to the jurors when?
Damn, that shit there crazy. Shit. That was brief intermission. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to pull up on your girl Mickey Truth. We is live with it. All right. I'm trying not to skip it no more because I think I'm passing what y'all want me to, what I need to hear as far as what she said about if he died on impact or not. So I'm just gonna let her play a few minutes, and then we're gonna get into Matt Shard's cross.
Someone receives a traumatic injury like this, and you said it goes through Mr. Drink's neck, it fractures the base of his skull, and does it travel upward?
Yes, it was traveling upward.
Okay. The areas of the brain that you just described, that the pathway of travel is for the projectile, can you tell the jury is what areas of the brain is affected, and what motor skills does it affect as it relates to someone who is shot in this manner?
Well, in this case, the bullet fracturing the base of the skull, this represents a massive injury to the skull and also to the brain. It caused bleeding on the surface and within the brain. And whenever there is massive trauma such as this to the brain, consciousness is lost immediately. However, I could not determine whether this shot was instantly fatal or if Mr. Drink still had some cardiac and respiratory activity for some undetermined period of time.
Now, I thought y'all said the man died on impact. Now, she did say consciousness, but he ain't died on impact. Isn't that what y'all said? Hold on. See, that's why I said I had to listen to it myself. Maybe I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to finish her listening out the statement.
Sometimes with these catastrophic injuries to the brain can send out a signal to the heart, which causes the heart to either stop beating immediately or to go into a lethal rhythm. So consciousness would have been lost immediately, but whether death was instantaneous or there was some cardiac activity or breathing activity for some period of time, I couldn't determine.
And can you explain to the jury, based on the circumstances you kind of just described, what does, I know you described what the brain, the message that is sent to the heart. Can you explain to the jurors, are there other things that the body does under these circumstances? And I mean, are there any involuntary actions that the body can produce as it relates to someone who was shot in this manner?
Well, if there was still cardiac and respiratory activity, then there could have been obviously breathing. As people are dying, they can exhibit abnormal patterns of breathing. So I'm not sure if that's what you're referring to.
And I guess I'll give you an example. In an instance where someone is shot like this, and can someone's hands clench and it remain clenched because of the immediate traumatic injury that they received to their brain?
It's possible, yes.
Now, as it relates to the direction of travel, if Mr. Drink's head is tilted to the left and he's shot from the right side through the passenger door, would that be consistent with, I guess, why the projectile would travel upward?
Yes. And just a clarification, when I talk of the direction of the bullet, that means the direction of the bullet once it enters the body. I'm not able to determine direction of the position.
All right.
Gunpowder suit that.
I'm gonna listen to what Sharp said. I'm trying to look at something. My email is in the description to the channel. I'm gonna listen to the Sharp's cross, and then we'll go to his cross of the detective.
That is ejected out the barrel of the gun and would affect the skin of the unfortunate decedent, correct?
Yes, gunpowder stippling represents the burning and unburned grains of gunpowder, which exit the barrel and can impact on the skin in a close-range gunshot wound.
Okay, and I know you're not an expert in gunshot residue testing or anything like that, but I just want to clarify. These are two different concepts, correct?
That's correct.
Gunpowder stippling and then gunshot residue testing, where you would test an area or a specific object for the presence of gunshot residue. Those are two separate concepts, both involving gunshot residue.
Well, the determination of gunpowder stippling at autopsy, yes, is done by the medical examiner.
Right,
Yes.
okay. Now, in this case, as I understand, there were two gunshot wounds that you observed.
Yes,
Okay. One to the arm, to the forearm, and one to the neck.
yes, that's correct.
Okay. The lethal wound was the wound to the neck.
That's correct.
Okay. And as the medical examiner, you do not know what order those two shots occurred.
That is correct. I do not know
Okay,
the
so
order.
Mr. Drinks could have been shot in the arm first or in the neck first.
That's correct.
Okay. And I want to talk specifically about the lethal wound to the neck. Okay. You talked and used medical terms, and it sounds like there was massive injury to the base of the brain, among other things.
The skull and the brain, yes, sir.
Okay. And you testified, to my understanding, that the ability.
All right, I think I got what I need from that. Oh, I ain't see Max get up. Oh, it's time for me to order me something to eat. I am starving.
Permission to publish. You may.
He look like he's shaking in his boots. The defense said that because that's their version of her report, that's their job. LOL, he could or couldn't have still had movement is what she said. Right, that's what I was hearing too. Basically, like she couldn't, say, like, confirm it was what it was, but I'm trying.
The gray sweatpants and the black hoodie.
Yeah, I know the family like, damn, this is the last time he was alive. Who Buddy is in the white?
He exited the
Was he trying to holler at old girl? Like, it looked like he was trying to holler at
store
Sean.
And is that what picks up on the camera and we just see when he walks
when he
back?
returns to his car, yes.
I wonder if the dude in the white shirt is the person that was in the car with him. Oh, that y'all saying was in the car. I don't know if somebody was in the car or not.
Showing back camera 3 at 14 seconds. Is this just a close-up view from behind the register of what we just saw in those last 2 clips?
Yes, that wasn't the victim, but yes, it is.
Was that the other individual that was
Further away. $58 now on the camera 19.
Observing, did it have tinted windows?
Yes.
It shows Mr. Quamarvius Nichols.
Let me go back to here. I want to make sure I hear the whole cross.
Reason why someone would rent a car.
Hold on.
I don't see why not. Sure.
Start the cross off like that. Hold up. Did it?
Homicides or vehicles are utilized.
For those cases that you have,
Oh, man, that is how you start the cross off. Shit. Hilton was on stuck on them down tent window. I kept hearing the tinted window thing. I'm like, what the hell? All right. Let's get past the break. All right, here we go. Who is Christian Johnson? Is he not the passenger? I think I seen that on a report. Man, they did show the report on the thing. Or one of my viewers was talking about it on Twitter or something. But anyway, hell, it could have been a passenger. What was his fingerprints on? I think it was on Twitter. I seen it.
Yes.
Okay. And tinted windows. You said tinted windows can be used to commit crimes because you can't see in as well. Could conceal an identity.
That's correct. That's what I said, yes.
By that same logic, couldn't tinted windows keep people who are trying to kill you off of your scent, off of knowing what you're driving?
Yes.
Yeah, I know that wasn't their whole theory about tinted windows. Shit, I got tinted windows. The fuck? You don't want nobody up in your face, in your business. What the hell?
Especially 3 days after they have murdered 2 of your friends in cold blood?
Sure.
Could that be another reason why someone would rent a car?
Yes.
Could that be a reason why someone would rent a car and break a rental agreement and put tint on those windows?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. This warrant that you took out, sir,
Yeah, I'm gonna let it play through so I can listen. And then once he's done, we're gonna talk about it. So if y'all don't hear me talking, it's because I'm actually listening. I want to listen to it straight through.
for the rest of Mr. Stillwell, you charged him with murder, the murder of Shamal Drinks, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And you specifically charged him with the shooting of Shamal Drinks, correct?
I'd have to look at the wording, but I think he used the word partaking.
May I approach, Your Honor?
You may.
Would looking at a copy of the warrant that you took out assist you in remembering the wording?
Sure.
Grab the wrong one. Got it.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. And just refresh your recollection, and if after your recollection is refreshed, if you could look up.
Sure. Yes.
Okay. And in fairness, you did say participate.
Yes.
In the warrant, but you said by shooting Shamel Drinks.
That's correct.
Okay, on 3/14/2022.
That's correct.
Okay, so specifically, your allegation in that warrant is that Mr. Stillwell was the shooter of Shamel Drinks, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And we've talked about some of the evidence that you think you have on this case. Let's just call it what it is. I know that we've been referring to the man in the pink hat, okay, or the man with the slime or die shirt. You have BP video from the corner of Windsor and Fulton Street, correct?
Yes.
Clear video.
It's very good, yeah.
And it shows my client wearing a Pink Floyd hoodie and a pink hat. And it shows Mr. Quamarvius Nichols, correct?
Yes.
And it shows Mr. Miles Farley, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And you have that video, and then you also have these rental records of renting the car on that day. Now, let me ask you this. Is there any indication at all, if we're talking about planning something, is there any indication at all that anyone would have known that Shamel Drinks was going to show up at the gas station at that time?
No.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
Okay. Do you know where Shamel Drinks was coming from?
No.
Okay. And then you have video from the FedEx, correct?
I do.
Okay, and that shows Windsor Street.
Yes.
And you maintain that that video shows that my client in his white Audi pulled up next to Shamel Drinks' car.
Yes.
And you maintain that that video shows that my client shot Shamel Drinks.
Participated, yes.
Okay. I mean, your theory is that my client was driving.
Yes.
Okay, and your theory is that the shot was fired out of the driver's side of the car.
Oh, the Audi, yes.
Yeah. Your theory is that Shannon Stillwell was in that white Audi and shot Shamel Drinks at that stoplight.
Yes.
And your contention is that video, that FedEx video, will back that up ultimately.
That's my conclusion from my investigation, yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's go back to where this investigation started. Evening of 3/14/22.
Okay.
Okay. And you see this red car with this gentleman inside who's sadly deceased, correct?
Yes.
And you arrived before the body was removed, correct?
That's right.
Okay. Now, this is your crime scene. I know that you weren't the first one there, were you?
No.
Okay, but this is your crime scene.
Yes.
So you're in charge of knowing the status of the crime scene and where everything was at the time it was first discovered.
Ultimately, yes, I am.
Okay. So let me ask you. The Nissan Versa, the red Nissan Versa, before anyone came to the assistance, before Mr. Cheeseborough showed up, was that car still on?
When I was there, I don't remember it being running, no.
No, I'm asking, since it's your crime scene, when the first people showed up, to your understanding, it's your investigation.
I wasn't,
Speculation calls for hearsay.
Is he the lead detective?
He is the-
Okay, well, overruled on the speculation, and would your report contain all of that?
it doesn't, if the car was on or not. I know the lights were on. As far as the car was running, the door was open when I got there.
That's the next thing I'm going to ask you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not
Sounds
certain.
like he doesn't know.
So you're not certain. Okay, so the car was running. Or is
Obviously-
that what you're not certain of?
Obviously, it was running when he pulled into the stoplight. When I got there, I don't recall if it was running. I know the lights were on, the door was open. I don't recall if the car was still running or not.
When you got there, the
When I
lights
got
of the
there,
car were on and the door was open.
The lights were on.
Right, the lights of the car were on and the door is open. And when we say the door, we're talking about the driver's side.
That's correct.
Front door. Okay. Now my question is, before you got there, before anyone got there, was that door open? That front driver's side door to the Versa?
It's my understanding it stayed closed until the paramedics or EMTs opened the door to check on the victim.
Okay. How about Mr. Drinks's feet? Were they on the brake?
I believe they were, yes.
How about the gas? Was 1 foot on the brake and 1 foot on the gas?
I don't recall that.
You don't know, or are you saying no, that's not true?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. And when one of your first tasks was to determine the identity of this gentleman, correct?
It's one of the first things, yes.
Okay, and you weren't the only one there. There were other officers there, correct?
Yes.
And among those officers was representative from the gang unit, correct?
Yes.
Okay, Investigator Flores?
May have been. I don't recall.
Okay. Either way, even with the assistance of the gang unit on scene and all APD resources, no one recognized this gentleman, Mr. Drinks.
He was not officially identified until we did the fingerprint scan.
Right. And that was about 1:06 a.m. that next morning, correct?
It was while we were on scene. I don't know exactly what time it was.
Okay, fair enough. Miss Hilton, if you could do me a favor, please, could you I'm sorry, Mr. Abadi said he was going to help me. You're going to help me with something else. Thank you. 107 Victor. Thank you, Miss Knight. Cell phone, do you see that cell phone in Exhibit 107, Victor?
Is it the one in the pocket there? Is that what that is? Yes, I see it. Oh, it's on his arm. I believe it's plugged in.
Do you see that cell phone?
I do, yes.
Okay. As an investigator of homicides, do you often collect cellular phones?
Yes.
And that's from victims and suspects, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and in reality is cell phones, if you're able to get into the cell phones and have authorization to get into cell phones, they have a wealth of information, correct?
Sometimes they do, yes.
They can have call logs. They can have contacts, correct?
Yes.
They can potentially have tracking information, who you're in contact with. Places you've been.
Yes.
You can learn a lot about a person from a cell phone, correct?
Yes, you can.
You can learn who their friends are.
Yes.
You can learn who their enemies are, potentially.
Potentially, yes.
Okay. In this case, as lead investigator, you are aware that actually 2 cell phones belonging to my client have been seized in this case, correct?
I believe so, yes.
and their contents have been extracted, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Mr. Drinks, as lead investigator, did you ask the crime scene tech or crime scene tech Davis or any other individuals to seize or to collect Mr. Drinks' cell phone?
Yes.
Okay. And were you ever able to analyze the contents of Mr. Drinks' cell phone?
I don't recall that, no.
Okay, you don't recall ever seeing the contents?
No.
Okay, so as far as you recall, we don't know who is in Mr. Drinks' contacts?
No.
We don't know what he's been texting about leading up to this incident?
No, I'm not aware of.
Okay. We don't know of anyone that he's had disagreements with or squabbles with or anything like that from his cell phone?
I'm not aware of any of that, no.
Okay, and you're not aware because not saying that none of that exists in his cell phone, but you just haven't seen the contents of his cell phone.
That's correct.
Okay. All right. I want to talk to you about these videos, if that's okay.
Sure.
And Mr. Abate, I'm going to ask you to just be on standby in case I need to publish anything. Thank you. Detective, we have the BP video.
That's correct.
Several different camera angles.
That's correct.
Okay. Including outside of the pumps, inside the store from different angles.
That's correct.
Okay. We have the King's Liquor video.
Yes.
The surveillance video. And then we had the FedEx video.
That's correct.
Okay. Let's talk about the BP video first. And I'm not going to replay all the videos.
All right. I need a break from listening to it for a minute. I want to say this. Listening to this calls made me feel like the detective wasn't the lead and shit. Somebody else had to do this investigation for sure, because he wasn't sure, didn't know nothing. First and foremost, yeah. I will say that's about the main thing that stood out to me. Like, this man is ready for one. If you look at him, he's ready to go home. Like, he got a hat on his lap, like he about to put it on and just walk out. So everybody getting into the videos of it. I've been trying to like think about it. Like, if I'm on a jury listening to this, where would my mind be right now? So from the parts, and we didn't listen to the whole corner testimony. However, the parts we did listen to, okay, we know that she can't determine when the shots, where the shots came from, as far as how far. She can't say if all movement had stopped after he was shot, even with the most deadliest shot to the neck. Just that consciousness would have been lost. So I'm keeping that in mind, because I know they're about to go over the videos again. And I know a lot of y'all have been trying to show me or like lead my eyes to see like it's no way this happened. When Shannon was at the light, due to the fact that the brake lights or some type of lights happen afterwards, after they pull off. But I don't per se think that really what the medical examiner said like stamps that theory. However, it causes reasonable doubt. I will give y'all that. It will cause, to me, it will cause reasonable doubt. Next, as far as, damn, what was my other point? I should have wrote it down. I was over here keeping it on my head. I didn't realize it was that long of talking, but what was the other part I was gonna say about it? I don't forgot. It'll come to me. We're gonna keep listening.
you see my client, Shannon Stillwell, in the pink hoodie and pink hat, arrive in the
Oh,
White.
I want to say this real quick. Yo, little side note. We know Shannon was thugging, okay? This man had on the same clothes for 2 days. I said, oh, yeah, he was thugging. He was thugging, okay? Same clothes 2 days. Is wild.
Audi, correct?
Yes,
And the white Audi that was rented in his name,
that's correct.
and the white Audi that he told investigator.
Okay, real quick. I think the only thing that kind of give, because I know somebody sent me this on Twitter, like that would be dumb as hell, right? For, you know, Shannon to rent a car in his name and do this. First, they kind of put this out there like it was a crime of chance, like they just happened to bump into, you know, Shamel Drinks and boom, right? And then you got to remember, it's another murder on this case also that a rental car is used that was in Thug's name, but it was, you know, allegedly used for another murder. So I'm like, I think that's going to be like a toss-up to how the jury puts it together. Because when you talk, like I said, if this was just a murder case of Shamel Drinks, I don't think they would definitely lose it. But when you put it all together, it kind of got some similarities to other murders on the RICO. Like I said, the nut murder. So I don't know. It just depends how they put it together in their minds or in the deliberation room on that.
Viverito on March 16th. Yeah, that's the Audi I'm driving, correct?
That's correct, yes.
Okay. And it did have tinted windows, didn't it?
Yes.
All right. You see him arrive at the store, and then you see Mr. Quamarvius Nichols arrive in a Ford Fusion shortly thereafter, correct?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Nichols pumps gas.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Farley is an occupant of Mr. Nichols' car, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, they all enter the store. They're on video.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Farley's wearing a Slime or Die shirt.
That's correct.
Okay. Do you know anything about Mr. Farley's background or history?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you know that he's a clothing designer?
No idea.
That he creates those shirts, those slime shirts, and sells them to the public?
Okay.
Okay. You were not aware of that before today?
No, sir.
Okay. So you see those three individuals go in and out of the store.
Well, hold on, then. It seems like, hold on, is Miles Farley charged in this too? Because it seems like, investigator didn't investigate shit. Where's the traffic cam footage at? Because they definitely got photos. I think they about to get there. We was watching it earlier, but it seemed like, you know, I wasn't seeing it the way that, you know, most of the viewers were seeing it. So I decided to watch the cross. I can't find any 411 on Christian Johnson, who's listed as a suspect on the report or something. Oh, damn, I forgot about it. Let me pull that up too. Thank you for reminding me.
First, you see Mr. Nichols go up to the register with Mr. Stillwell, correct?
That's correct.
All right. And in these videos, in all these videos, you don't see anyone with a handgun or anything like that.
No, sir.
You don't see anyone that seems to be irate or upset, do you?
No.
Well, maybe some people in the store, but not these three individuals.
That's correct, yes.
All right. You see Mr. Nichols make a purchase and buy some gum for Mr. Stillwell, correct?
Yeah, he bought something for him. I couldn't tell what it was.
Okay.
But yeah, he did.
And this is the first time Mr. Nichols was in the store before he pumped his gas, correct?
That's correct. That's correct.
And you see Mr. Nichols joking around with the clerk, acting like he's pulling out all these bills.
Right.
And then you see Mr. Farley come in.
Yes.
And you see Mr. Stillwell turn around on Mr. Farley and act like a monster and kind of scare Mr. Farley. And Mr. Farley does this weird pirouette.
Right. Yes.
They're playing around.
That's correct.
Okay. Everyone seems, from the video, no one seems upset.
No.
Okay. Later on, you see Mr. Nichols come back in the store to make another purchase, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know what he purchases?
No.
Okay. Ms. Hilton, I'm going to ask if you could play the video of where Mr. Nichols comes into the store for the second time and makes a purchase. If you could play that. Are you able to see what he is purchasing?
It looked to me to be like some Black and Milds, maybe. I don't.
Okay.
That's a guess. I don't know.
Okay, appreciate that answer, and I know that it's noted that it's just a guess. And you can stop myself. Thank you. Your Honor, may I approach with DS 56?
You may.
Sir, I'm approaching you with what's been marked as DS 56. Do you recognize that image?
Yeah, it's an image from the series of video we just watched.
Okay. That's a still image from the video we just watched?
It appears to be so, yes.
Okay. And is that a fair and accurate representation of the video we just watched? An image from the video we just watched?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Your Honor, at this time, I would move to admit DS 56 in evidence.
No objection.
It's admitted.
Permission to publish?
You may.
Could those be backwoods blunts?
Yes.
Okay, and do you know what backwoods are?
So like a little cigar, isn't it? Something like that.
Okay, is it also something from your experience that can be gutted and used to roll a marijuana blunt?
Yes.
Okay, how long, to your knowledge, if you know, have you ever seen anyone, we'll just say on video, through police, through detective work, have you ever seen anyone roll a marijuana blunt?
I'm aware of how it's done. I've never witnessed it.
Okay. It takes some time, correct? Depending on how experienced you are?
Yeah, I would assume it would, yes.
Okay. And is this purchase made right before Mr. Nichols returns to his car?
Yes.
When he's sitting there for like 4 minutes as idle, as Ms. Hilton said?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know, yes or no?
He definitely could have been rolling a blunt. For sure. For sure. Definitely could. Dumb, but definitely could have been. I definitely could have been.
Whether what was going on in that car with Mr. Nichols was Mr. Nichols was sitting there using those backwoods to roll himself a marijuana blunt. Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay, thank you. Okay, in the entire BP video, we see Shamal Drinks show up, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and again, no indication that anyone was expecting him to show up.
No.
Okay. While Shamal Drinks was present at the BP, he walks into the store, correct?
He does.
How many times does he walk in the store? Once or twice?
Just once.
Okay. And he makes a purchase.
Correct.
And there's apparently some other man on the video that's trying to steal some condoms or something, and the clerk is having a problem with him, correct?
Yeah, there's a little kerfuffle.
So wasn't like he was trying to steal?
Okay.
Sustained.
Do you see a man getting into it with the clerk and then suddenly pulling condoms out of his pocket and throwing them back at the cashier?
I remember that interaction. I don't know his condoms, but yeah.
Okay.
Hey, he said, hey, safe. Ain't got the money to be humping, but I got to stay safe.
And then Mr. Drinks has some interaction with that individual and they leave together at the store.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know who that person is? The person that Mr. Drinks was interacting with?
Do not.
Okay. Have you ever interviewed the clerk about what was going on in the store?
No.
Do you know who the clerk was?
No.
Okay.
Yo, buddy don't know shit. Like, I would think you would talk to the fucking clerk at the store now. Come on now. Also, do they show where the guy went, though? The guy that he was talking to in the store? That's crazy. Yeah. If anything, like I said, if anything, the jury gonna be like, they did a piss poor freaking job, okay, of investigating. Like, what the hell?
Throughout the entire time that Mr. Drinks is on the video, and quite frankly, Mr. Stillwell is on the video at the BP, Mr. Farley, or Mr. Nichols, do you see any interaction between Mr. Drinks and any of those three individuals?
No.
Do you see any hostility between Mr. Drinks and those three individuals?
No.
Okay, Mr. Drinks was having some hostility with the clerk, right?
He was observing that, but yes.
Okay. But not with these individuals. You don't see any mean looks or anything, do you?
No.
Okay. So then we go to the King liquor store video.
Gotcha.
Okay. And just to be clear, do you know how we have timestamps on some of these videos and no timestamps on other videos, right?
Yes.
Okay. The videos that have timestamps, and I understand that
I'm
King Liquor
watching it, so let's speed up to when he definitely, like I said, I give it to Max, and he does a good job at putting doubt into the situation, so I'll give him that. And like I said, he damn sure highlighted that. I don't even know if you should call it an investigation. But yeah, but my eyes getting cross listening to. I wanted to kind of get into how he break down the videos. So I'm about to start from here.
Person driving that car may have heard or seen something, correct?
Yes, I did.
And the reason you say that is because that person driving that car abruptly made a U-turn.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm ready when you are. It's not me.
Oh, I'm sorry. If we could go to 101:20, yeah, just. That's that's red Versa pulling up, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that would be the white Audi.
Yes.
And that would be the white Fusion pulling up on the right lane, correct?
That's correct.
Why is Shannon light so bright? Like, that shit throwing me out. Why his shit so bright? Yeah, this shit wild.
That's not the car that makes the U-turn, is it?
No, sir, I don't believe so.
Okay. And Mr. Stillwell is now running the light. He's no longer there, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. We see. Now this car pulls up and makes that interesting U-turn.
All right. I've been watching this time. I swear in previous testimony yesterday or the day before, they stated they pulled up on east side of Drink's car. All right, so I watched it this time. I forgot who it was that was like, no, look at it. So I watched it from the standpoint of this car that's doing the U-turn. And right when the car went to do the U-turn is when, I guess, the lights did something. What did the lights do? That's the brake light. Hold on. Let me go back a little bit. So I think I'm starting to see what y'all talking about. Because it's like at the moment that car did the U-turn, that's when the lights goes on. Y'all, my food can't get here quick enough. I'm so freaking hungry. I'm trying not to skip it because y'all know I'll skip some shit and go past it. All right, car coming up. Shannon pulls off. The Fusion pulls on. All right. A person walking right there. Car. Boom. What lights are those, though? The park lights? Like, what lights are those? Oh, I gotta go back. So that's the brake light. So was it the park lights we see? Because I just don't believe he was in park sitting at a light. So if those brake lights, because he had the light, brake light. The car is about to come in a few seconds. All right, let's speed up. Shannon pulls off. Tail lights, he took his. How did his car stay put if his foot wasn't on the brakes? That's some shit. Okay. So boom. You got to see how the detective came to the conclusion, how he got information that it should learn. I gotta listen to some more. Now, this shit be so fucking boring. Okay, I'm trying to stay focused. And it's so boring because I'm really not interested in the case no more. But this part, y'all want to talk about, that's why I'm talking about it. Okay, I'm listening to a little bit more than that.
Okay, correct?
Maybe.
Okay.
Not soon we start press play and say maybe. That's wild. What's up, Blue? I wonder if Shannon wife with him. I don't know. He probably got a few of them from what the streets saying out here on YouTube.
I have no further questions. Thank you.
Anything, Ms. Weinstein?
No, Your Honor.
Redirect?
All right, hold on. 'Cause I wanna hear. I saw another video. I want to hear this video real quick.
Explain what's the address of the emergency.
I'm on the, oh my God, it's the I-20 West, I-20 East, exit. What is this? Oh my God, I don't know what's that. If I give you an exit number,
do you need police, fire, or EMS today?
I'm sorry?
Do you need police, fire, or EMS today?
It's an EMS. So basically, I'm in traffic.
EMS. You need an ambulance? Do you need an ambulance?
It's not me. It's for someone in a car. They're sitting in a car and they're not. gunshot.
Hold on, did 911 just hang up on him? What the fuck?
We were telling you to hold on for an ambulance.
EMS, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm unsure. If I gave you an exit number, would you be able to find it?
Yes, sir. Go ahead with it.
I think it's like exit 56B. It's like the I-20 West, I-20 East, how you get on to I-20 West, I-20 East.
So do I have to, you're on Windsor Street trying to get on 20 West, or you're on 20 West getting on Windsor?
I think I'm on Windsor trying to get on I-20 West or East. It's like you can go either way. And essentially there's a car here and someone in the car, he's not moving, and there's a gun hole in the door. And I'm not really trying to find out more, but that's basically what I deduce from the situation.
Okay, so give me 1 second, okay?
No problem.
Give me 1 second. And you're on Windsor Street?
I think this is Windsor. I think this is Windsor, 56B. I know I can kind of see on the highway, and I see it says 57, like as the next exit. So I think it should be 56B.
Okay.
I just have a question. You're on Windsor, but you're seeing exit signs beyond the exit that you're at. How is that?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Are you sure you're on a surface street?
Am I sure I'm on what street?
You're on a surface street.
Surface Street.
Yeah. Are you on an actual street, or are you on like a middle street where you can still see the highway?
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not understand. I'm on the. Let me get in my car and figure out what street I'm on. Because I mean, the guy's not cool anyway.
Listen, that's why I tell y'all I don't be trying to get in shit like that, because I'll get frustrated and aggravated. Like, bro, I'm just trying to tell you it's a fucking dead man over here, and you got me doing all this extra shit. That's why I don't like to get involved in shit right there. That's why I will fucking ride past, like, for real. I call it what you want. I just don't like getting into shit like that.
You can also open up your Google Maps or whatever your phone uses for.
I have to go around. He ain't moving.
What kind of car is it? What color is it?
It's a red Nissan Versa. Yeah, a red Nissan Versa. Yeah, his window is shot out. He's definitely
his window shot.
Oh my God! Yes.
What kind of car is it? You stopped at. Bro,
he just told you. See this, y'all. Listen. And then they be wondering why, like, people don't be wanting to, like, help, or like, cause like the fuck, like, the man just told you what fucking car it is, like, the hell.
Red Nissan Versa.
Okay, go ahead and open up your mapping system on your phone and tell me what street you're on. Okay.
Okay, hold on. Google Maps. Oh my God, I want to get out of here now. I'm on Windsor. Yeah, Windsor.
And what's the crossing area?
It's literally when you're getting on I-20 or I-20 East or West, but it's close to Eugenia Street.
So Windsor and... Give me 1 second. All right. And confirm your phone number for me.
Hey, bless this 911 caller that he did all that, like, for real. Bless him, because Mickey wouldn't been doing it. I'm sorry. I would have called. You got one time to act like you don't get what I'm saying. It's over. It's a wrap. You figure it out on your own.
For me. Department that's responding, okay?
Okay.
All right. So, give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna say gunshots there? Like, the fuck?
And are you with the patient now?
I'm at the location now.
I understand that you're at the location. Are you with the patient? Can you see them?
I can see them in the car, yes.
Okay. And how old is the patient?
He's probably early 20s. I would say younger than 25.
Okay. Is he awake?
No, he's not awake.
Is he breathing?
I don't think he's breathing. I have not seen this man move at all.
Okay, give me
I do
one
not think
second.
he's breathing.
Atlanta 873, a 27 Delta 1G.
7663. 7663.
Thank you, ma'am. I do need to ask you a few more questions, Kevin. If you don't know, it is okay to say you do not know, okay?
Okay.
Is the assailant still nearby?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
Boy, they would have asked me that shit. Oh, I would have got the fuck up out of there. Like, you know what? You're right. They might be still by. But bless this person for even doing this. Like, for real. Y'all hit the light.
I didn't see the assailant.
Is there any serious bleeding?
I'm not getting that close, so I'm unsure. I can't confirm that.
That's okay. I'm sending the paramedics to help him now. Stay on the line, and I'll tell you exactly what to do next. Give me one second, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Are you able to? I do need to ask. Are you able to assist in getting him out the car and starting CPR?
Ma'am, I'm not.
It's okay if you can't. I just have to ask, okay?
I can't. I'm sorry.
Okay. Give me 1
Oh my God, that's so sad.
Okay, sir, can you tell me if there's any businesses or residential or anything that you see near you guys?
There's a FedEx, and a liquor store. So there's a FedEx.
Name of the liquor
I think the name of the liquor store. King's Liquors. King's Liquors.
Looking like LAKINGS.
KINGS. Yeah, liquor.
Okay. Okay, give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
What's your last name, sir? Kevin, what's your last name?
Cheeseboro. CHEES. B as in boy. OROUGH.
Thank you.
Okay. Again, help is on the way for him, and I'll just stay on the line with you until someone gets there, okay? Are you comfortable with doing that?
Do I have to stay here? I'm like...
Sir, before you leave, can you read me the license plates on the vehicle, please? As long as you're not placing yourself in danger, I'm ready. What state is it from?
You say, what state is the license plate from?
Yes, sir.
One moment. I'm walking back to the car. I had kind of walked away for a minute.
All right, don't place yourself in any danger.
Okay. The license plate is from Texas. And do you want, hold on. You want the license plate number?
Yes.
R as in Robert, K as in Kilo, and then M as in Mary, 9343.
Thank you. And is that man black, white, or Hispanic?
He's a black man.
What color shirt is he wearing? Can you tell?
It's a black jacket.
Black jacket. Anything else? Anyone else in the car?
No, no one else is in the car.
Did you see or hear any gunshots?
No, I had pulled up to the stoplight and I realized he was not moving. So I'm just kind of nosy and I'm driving and I'm looking and I see that he looks like he's like immobile, like asleep. So my conscience was like turning back around. So when I turned back around, that's when I realized like, okay, there's a bullet hole in his door.
Got it. Well, I hear the sirens in the background. Can you tell us if that's fire, police?
Fire truck.
Okay.
Oh, fire's on scene? Okay. Okay.
Did they stop with the patient, sir? I don't hear the sirens anymore.
I think they're turning around. I think they had to make a...
Are you able to flag them down without placing yourself in danger to guide them to the patient?
I'm about to do it now because they probably wouldn't. I'm not sure if they would be able to get. But I'm about to.
Don't place yourself in any danger.
Yeah, he got shot, I think. Right, like I pulled up and he was right here. It's like, no problem.
Was that the firefighters or the police?
That's the firefighters. Now I think they got on the highway. Oh my God.
Were you talking to a firefighter or you were talking to someone else, the female in the background?
The police is here now.
Okay, let the police take over. Thank you so much for even taking out the time to report it. We greatly appreciate the call, sir.
In 2022, did you have a car?
Yes.
What type of car?
Kia Soul 2018.
Oh, so this is a 911 caller. Okay. You said 2018 Kia Soul?
Yes.
I want to direct your attention to March 14th, 2022 at approximately 10:20 p.m. Did you have the occasion to be in the area of Windsor Street and I-20?
Yes.
Why were you in that area?
I was coming from the gym and I missed my turn. So that was kind of the way that I was rerouting myself to get back home.
And where was your gym located?
Midtown, LA Fitness, Midtown.
And briefly, what was the route that you were traveling from the gym to go home?
I am not sure, honestly.
Were you traveling on the highway?
Yes.
Was that highway 7585?
I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not like the most familiar with the streets like that, but I want to assume yes.
Okay.
It was the highway. So yeah, it's a highway I take often.
When you missed your turn, do you remember where you went to try to turn around?
I do not remember the specifics, no.
Did you ever pass a BP gas station?
Yes.
Okay. When you passed the BP gas station, what, if anything, do you remember doing?
Was driving to get back on the highway after I passed the BP gas station, and that's when I noticed the car and I made the U-turn.
Okay. So tell me about when you noticed the car. Where did you notice a car at?
It was I believe it was in the turn lane, far left lane.
Oh, hold on. That's weird. Like, what's going on? Because if that was a turning lane, it was a red light the whole time. Come on, say it seemed like he was sitting there a long time to be turning. And what color was the car that you noticed?
Red.
And when you first encountered the car, you said it was in the far left lane. Where was your vehicle?
My vehicle may have been either in the middle or the far right. More than likely, it was in the middle lane.
And at the time, when you noticed the red car in the far left lane, were you right next to that red car in the middle lane next to the red car?
I can't speak for certain. I do know the car was holding up traffic, but as far as the exact lane, I'm unsure. I'm sorry.
And when you say the car was holding up traffic, can you remember now approximately how many cars were out there at that time?
It wasn't completely holding up traffic, considering there were about 3 or 4 lanes, but I would say roughly 10 cars.
When you noticed that that car was holding up traffic, what, if anything, did you do?
Well, I intended to kind of pass it by and go home, but they had their flashers on, their emergency lights on, and then they looked asleep. So before I got on the highway, I made the conscious decision to do a U-turn and check on them.
How far did you drive before you made the U-turn to come back and check on
the vehicle?
I was actually about to get back on the highway, so I was making the turn to get back on the highway, and instead of making the turn to get on the highway, I hit the U-turn.
Once you made the U-turn, where did you go?
After making the U-turn, I pulled up next to the car just to see if they needed any help.
And when you said you pulled up next to the car, were you on the same side of the street that you were previously or on the opposite side of the street?
I cannot really confirm which.
Why did he look down and pause like that? What the fuck? Wait, who turned on the hazard lights? Where it was hazard lights on? That shit is weird. So the car that came up behind Shannon and the other vehicle, third car, didn't notice the person that been shot. And the only reason why I'm about to say this is because I know me. I wouldn't have stopped. Even if like I'm nosy, I wouldn't have stopped. I probably would have called, but I'm not stopping and I'm not getting out. So you know, I missed it. I was getting my food free. I'm gonna go back just a little. No, okay. I'm gonna go back just a little bit. I was getting my food, so I didn't even hear him say it.
What, if anything, did you do?
Well, I intended to kind of pass it by and go home, but they had their flashers on, their emergency lights on, and then they looked asleep. So before I got on the highway, I made the conscious decision to do a U-turn and check on them.
That's a lot going on. Excuse me for chewing, y'all. So he gets shot in the neck, goes unconscious, is able to put the car in park and cut the hazards on. That hadn't been going on before the shooting. I wonder if he had car issues or something before anything even happened. I wonder if that's what's happening. I'm gonna look back at that video. I don't think I see no hazards. I wonder if he was having car problems at the light before everything went down.
How far did you drive before you made the U-turn to come back and check on the vehicle?
I was actually about to get back on the highway, so I was making the turn to get back on the highway, and instead of making the turn to get on the highway, I hit the U-turn.
Once you made the U-turn, where did you go?
After making the U-turn, I pulled up next to the car just to see if they needed any help.
And when you said you pulled up next to the car, were you on the same side of the street?
I don't think they showed it past that part because I didn't see any footage where we even saw when the police got there. So I don't think so.
That you were previously or on the opposite side of the street?
What is he looking at?
I cannot really confirm which side because I did eventually end up, I remember being back on the other side, but actually, no, I was on the opposite side. I do remember I was on the opposite side. So I pulled up, if the car is facing this way, I was facing the opposite side.
All right. You have permission to approach?
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 64 VV, 67 VV, and 68 VV. I want you first to maybe recognize those pictures.
Yes.
First, starting with 64 VV, how do you recognize 64 VV?
That's my car on the far right.
And do you also see in that picture the other car that you were just speaking of?
Okay, so they show stills, but not the video of that area is wild.
Yes.
All right. And looking at 67 VV, how do you recognize 67 VV?
That's probably the view I would have
Oh,
had.
no. Put that other one down for me.
Sorry.
That's okay.
That's probably the view I would have had.
Hold on. They got a light view? Why they showing her up? And again, excuse my chewing. I'm sorry.
And not 67 VV.
That's at a cross light. So are you telling me they actually had cameras that could show the whole situation from the front? Is that what this is? Interesting.
That's probably the view I would have
Oh, no.
had.
Put that other one down for
Sorry.
me. That's okay.
That's probably the view I would have had before I did the U-turn to get on the highway.
All right. And then 68 VV.
Just another view of the car, so looks familiar.
And do those appear to be fair and accurate depictions of the area where you were when you saw the red car on March 14, 2022?
Yes. I don't remember this debris on the ground, but that might be like a minor oversight. But other than that,
You don't
there's
remember?
a box on the ground like of debris or something like that. I mean, that's minor, but I don't remember that. But other than that, everything looks accurate.
Okay. Your Honor, this time the state would like to admit 64 VV, 67 VV, and 68 VV into evidence.
All right, those are admitted.
Permission to publish.
Yep.
First, I want to start with actually 67 VV.
You must choose belief or disbelief.
Is that the game?
Now, looking at 67 VV, and it should be on your computer and on the screen behind you. Looking at the picture, are you able to tell or remember where you pulled up with your car when you first saw the red vehicle?
Hold on. So these are, okay, these not traffic lights. These are the actual photos that they, okay. Because I'm thinking they got video of the situation. But now I'm like, ain't no way a camera just right there. So this is actually the photos like crime scene probably took, I'm assuming. So that was about to say, what the world? The state being playing that dirty game when it comes to cameras in this trap. Yeah, because I'm over here like, what the world? Okay.
I was more than likely in the left lane, and then after the car wasn't moving, so I probably was more than likely held up by the car, and then I moved over to the right lane to pass the car.
Okay. So initially you were behind the red car.
Yes.
And when you said there were other cars out there, were there other cars in front of you between your car and the red car?
So there were initially, but due to the car not moving, they eventually ended up going around until I was directly behind the car.
Okay. And when you said you went and
I also don't see no hazard zone on this car either.
Made the U-turn, and I believe there's a stick to the side of it. If you can stand up a moment and just show the jury where you went to go make the U-turn.
It would be actually past these cylinders right here to get on the highway.
And this is the reason why I don't want to help nobody right here. Because they had me in there 2-3 years later and on the stand doing this shit.
And when you were driving, before you decided to make a U-turn, would you have been going westbound on I-20?
Yes.
Thank you. Now showing you what's been admitted as 64 VV. Looking at 64 VV, do you see your vehicle?
Yes.
And
hold on. I'm sorry. I'm trying to eat and do this. Listen, they obviously got a camera facing here. So why they can't? So they don't have no pictures of Shannon Carr up here and seeing if somebody reaches their hand out or something? Remember they said one of the traffic cameras just miraculously froze. That's how they seen Shannon's car, but Shannon had told them what car he had days before. Yeah, something ain't right with that. Cause it's clearly, cause if this is the dude car that's on the stand, then that means you have a camera facing there that you should have been able to see what happened at the light. And it's a good view. That don't seem right to me.
Vehicle on the right-hand side of the photograph, the single car on the right-hand side of the photograph.
Yes.
Right. And
it's no hazards on this car. Like the hazard lights is not on this car, even from this picture.
And is the red car, the first car, in the picture on the left-hand side of the vehicle?
Yes.
All right. Now, once you stopped your vehicle, please continue. What did you do once you stopped your vehicle and exited your car?
So I vaguely remember, it's been a few years, but essentially I got out the car, I walked around the car, I was going to knock on the window, but then that's when I noticed the glass.
It's supposed to be a tag reader camera, not an actual video camera. One of it's a tag reader camera. Exactly. No hazard lights, brake lights are on. You can see them reflecting on the silver car behind.
Glass was shattered. So when I noticed the glass was shattered, that's when I called 911 for assistance.
Did you call anyone else besides 911?
Before 911, I doubt, no. If anything, it would have been my brother, but I doubt I called him before. I did call him after, but not before.
Okay. Once you saw the shattered glass, did you see anything inside of the vehicle?
No.
Did you see anyone inside of the vehicle?
Yes.
Okay. Where was the person who was inside of the vehicle?
Driver's seat.
And if you can describe to the jury, how did he appear in the vehicle? I'm sorry, was it a he or a she?
He.
How did he appear inside of the vehicle?
He actually looked asleep. I didn't notice any blood or anything. He just looked asleep. But considering the glass was shattered, I figured something might have been wrong.
Permission to approach, Your Honor?
You may.
I'm showing you what's been marked as 69 VV, 70 VV, 72, and 76 VV. Take a moment and look at those. Tell me if you recognize.
Yes.
Okay, how do you recognize those?
Well, the first picture I don't really recognize because, well, when I say that, I didn't open the passenger side door, so this view is not technically familiar to me.
Okay.
For the other three pictures, I would definitely say those views are familiar to me.
So looking at 69 VV and 70 and 76, 72 VV, Your Honor, state would like to admit 69, 70, and 72 VV.
Okay, if those are the three that he recognized.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, those are admitted.
First, looking at State's Exhibit, publishing State's Exhibit 69 VV.
Hold on, y'all. I want to say this. That's why the witnesses be having to look back through them stats, because the state tried to slide in that video of the other side of the car, and the witness called it like, yo, I don't even know where that come from. I ain't opened that side of the car. So that's why they be having to look back through to make sure before they sit down and stand and say they recognize it.
Now looking at 69 VV, is that the view that you had once you exited your vehicle?
Somewhat, yes.
When you say somewhat, tell me, what do you mean?
This view would put me kind of in the pedestrian crosswalk, and I was a little bit behind the car.
So your car is further to the right of this picture?
Yes.
Okay. And when you got out of your car, did you walk back towards the car in the direction of the car?
Yes.
All right. Looking at 70 VV. And then 72 VV. Is that the shattered window that you just referenced that you saw when you approached the vehicle?
Yes.
Now, when you approached the vehicle, how did you see that the victim looked asleep?
Well, they just were leaned over. So I got out my car, and then I approached the vehicle, and then I noticed they were kind of just like leaned over. So that was my signification that they were maybe asleep until I noticed the window.
What side of the car did you approach when you saw that he was leaned over and looked asleep?
Considering where my car was, I'm going to say the driver's side. I'm not 100% certain, but I would assume that I would approach on the driver's side, considering where I parked.
Once you saw him inside of the vehicle, what did you do next?
Well, again, I didn't notice any blood, so I thought he was asleep. I think I just kind of continued to survey the car, and then that's when I looked through the driver's side window to the passenger side window and noticed that it was shattered. So then that's when I called 911.
And after you called 911, did law enforcement arrive?
Yes.
Did the ambulance arrive?
Yes, I'm assuming so. I don't remember vividly, but yes.
And once law enforcement arrived, did you speak with them about what you just told the jury here today?
Yes.
Course indulgence for a moment.
That was something. All right, hold on, y'all. Let me finish chewing there for a second. Hold on. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to pull up on your girl, Mickey Truth. We is live with it. All right. It's like pieces of the story missing because the witness said that found the victim is saying the hazard lights was on. We don't see no hazard lights. They also said, well, we also know the car had to be in park. It's just, if I was on the jury, it would be hard for me to really go with, they really know what happened. I'm just going to be honest with the detective saying, I don't know. Like, obviously, he didn't detect nothing, however you would say it. Excuse me. I'm going to have to walk back what I said earlier. So before I looked at all this and we was just watching the video, I'm like, yeah, they ain't getting off on no, he ain't going to get off on the body. I think it's enough reasonable doubt. So I'm going to walk that back. I agree. It's enough reasonable doubt for like just a regular person looking at this to be like, yeah, something ain't right with it. Like something ain't adding up because I'm still over here. We don't watch from the corner to the detective all the way to the witness that found them, and I'm still over here like something is not adding up, like something is missing. So I do think Shannon has a good chance of possibly getting off on that murder. However, do I believe it helps him as far as the Rico? No, I still see some similarities that the jury may be able to put together as far as other murders on this Rico indictment, including Nuts. So yeah, I don't think they're out the woods, but I definitely think some reasonable doubt has definitely been there for sure. All right. Let me see. Is there anything else? I got food all in my tree right now. Yeah, I think that's about it. Because I can't be on here too much long, so I don't want to start a new topic. This really was to react to the YSL, what was going on in YSL. We've been live for about 3 hours. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. I'm about to get up off of here. I hope y'all have a good evening. I'll be doing more content videos this weekend. I won't be live again until probably next week. I think I'll probably be live on Tuesday, and we'll watch Trial together, at least, for the first half. And I hope y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Be safe. Make sure you share the videos and comment. Let me know what y'all thinking, where y'all minds at with it. They definitely going to get that game charge, but they're going to beat the bodies. You know, K-Way, you've been here since earlier. You see, I'm seeing, I may not see exactly how y'all seeing it, but I do see enough reasonable doubt for sure. So appreciate you for rocking out with me. Y'all already know now, everything I said on this line has one thing in common, and it's my opinion. And y'all know how I feel about it. And like I said throughout the video, that's my opinion. And if you don't like it, guess what? I'm like, fuck. Hold on, wait, before I go, y'all make sure y'all tap in with me to book your slot. A lot of y'all be hitting me up on Instagram and the email wanting to just talk about content, whether you're an up-and-coming content creator or somebody just got questions about cases or whatever. Book your consultation with me now. The information is on the screen. Hey, make sure you get your slot, because my slots be filling up fast.